We're dropping stuff. Close that out. Close that out. Close that out. Okay. As we see this thing pop on here. There we go. Let me skip this. All right, how y'all doing? As people start to populate, say, man, hood all over the place. This man got all these damn edit contact info. You get all these lies. I've been busy all day. I apologize for just coming on, man. But anyway, man, we gotta have a conversation here. I appreciate y'all watching the video I just dropped. After I get off this live, I will probably do about 8 more videos about boxing and 1 or 2 more about Claressa, but I've been busy. Anyway, y'all see Serena Williams is back. Oh boy, the K is behind the racket. Damn, I saw that today. I said, oh, here we go. Serena Williams is back, and I said, that is great news. I got so excited when I heard she was back. Stay quiet, somebody take her phone. Yeah, I got so excited when I saw that. I said, Serena Williams is coming back. That's amazing. You know, in her 40s, coming back out here, man, to do the business. I just said, this is amazing. But you know what? It made me think about, what's up, Ms. D? Made me think about the caller who called in and said that Claressa has a way she feels about Serena Williams, you know. And I'm like, ain't no way. Ain't no way in the world Claressa gonna come out here and say something right now negative about Serena Williams, man. I just don't think so. You know, I'm being honest with you now. I know y'all gonna say, there you go, Hood. There you go, Hood, giving her credit. I mean, Serena Williams is coming back. She got invited to come out here and do the business. I mean, it's amazing. Let me show y'all. And look, the phone line's open, man, if y'all want to call in. But let me show y'all. Because I didn't even know this, you know, but that's because I don't follow tennis. But of course I know who Serena Williams is. But let me show y'all something, because I did not know this. Right here. Okay. Hold on. Can I pause this crap here? Because I don't want to hear none of this. All right. Let me show y'all something, man. Serena Williams is back. Here it is right here. So for those of y'all who weren't aware, after 4 years, since her last match, she's making her comeback to professional tennis, man. You know, she accepted a wild card invitation to play doubles in next week's HSBC championship. But this is the thing, right? This is great news, because right now people feel that we need this for women's sports, especially. And man, y'all know I never talk about race on my channel, but I think it's only fair from listening to the women saying, hey, look, when it comes to black women right now in sports, Claressa has such a big profile that it's really overshadowing all the other black women and putting a kind of reinforcing negative stereotypes. To have Serena come back, I just think the timing couldn't be better. You know what I'm saying? I just think the timing couldn't be better, man. But you know what I didn't know was when it comes to her accolades. Right here. Won 23 major titles, the most by any woman in the Open era. Williams has won 73 career singles titles, 4 Olympic gold medals, and spent 319 weeks at #1 in the WTA rankings. She has won 14 major double titles along her sister Venus, and is the only player to record a career golden slam in both singles and doubles. Now, you know what, man? 4 gold medals? Where the hell have I been at? So we got here with Claressa Shields talking about 2 gold medals, and, you know, everybody acting like there's no... Serena had 4 gold medals? And so Claressa hasn't announced the fight. And you know what? I just really hope, I'm telling you right now, man, I don't think Claressa can afford to come out and say nothing negative about Serena. She does it with everyone else. If some other woman is doing something great or thriving, she seems to where she wants to come out and say something. She does it all the time with the MVP women. You can say, well, look, she just has an issue with the MVP, Jake Paul, Nikisa. She's just trying to, yeah, that's a GOAT right there. She's just out here just looking for attention, man. She wouldn't do that with Serena. But I'm telling you right now, she can't afford to make that mistake because I just think when you think about those people in very powerful positions, this is one fight she doesn't want to pick. Do not try to bully Serena. Leave her alone. She retired, focus on family. Now she's back. Leave her alone. That's all I'm saying. Says Lucky A1, that's a GOAT right there. Yeah, you ain't lying, man. Serena Williams. I wonder what made her come back to the sport of boxing. You know what I'm saying? And is she going to get the support that she deserves from everyone? Now, I have a theory. With everything going on in sports, let me ask you guys, right? What was the motivation for her to come back? You know me, man. I like these conspiracy theories. And the phone line is open because I know there are people saying, yo, we're trying to call you. If you want to call in, call in. Because I'll probably get off at 12 o'clock tonight, okay? Because I got to go train in the morning. So if y'all want to call in right now. We could talk about anything. 929-839-0679. But I'm wondering what's the motivation with Serena coming back. Y'all don't find the timing kind of odd with everything going on in sports, especially for women, black women? Y'all don't find that odd? Now, you know I'm all about the conspiracy theories. Now, I'm not saying this is what's happening, but I just thought that was unusual. Am I the only one? Probably misses it, could be. But I want to hear from y'all. What do y'all think about all this? Now, Clarissa in a fight announcement. Ain't no fight announcement. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no fight announcement coming out. I do think she's going to fight the German Schurich. I've been saying that the last couple of days. I did get somebody who reached out to me today, and they said that, now they're really close to the source. They said they believe that's what's going on. And so it looks like I was right. But we got to wait until there's an announcement. Because to be honest with you, there is no other opponent out there for Clarissa Shields, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? Especially July 3rd turnaround, where she feels she can, go to Germany and fight out there in Germany and make some good money and continue trying to grow her profile. But as far as sitting here fighting in Detroit stateside, I just don't know who she can fight. You know what I'm saying? Says Serena is competitive. She one of the last dying breeds in sports. Yeah, I read all about her, man, and her competitiveness and her reasons for coming back. You know what I mean? Serena made over $100 million just from the sport. You know what I'm saying? That has nothing to do with her endorsement deals, Nike and everything. They say Serena is the highest paid female athlete in history. And then with her endorsement deals, they say she damn near a billionaire. So I read something the other that said she was a billionaire. I don't know that, but I know she's got dough. But this is who Clarissa should be looking at, and not to hate on her. Look at now, do you think Clarissa can retire and come back to the sport of boxing and people are going to be celebrating and excited? If Serrano retires tomorrow and then Serrano decides to come back in a year or 2 years from now, people will be excited. You know why? There's a lot to be learned from these women. What I always say, attitude, how you treat people, how you treat yourself. So Serena Williams is back. And I was just like, oh, Lord have mercy. Says tennis about to be sky high right now. Hell yeah, Serena coming back. She taking the sport to the next level. You already know she did it before. And she's coming back and there's already a buzz. It's all over the place. And it should be. It should be. Serena Williams is no kidding. She is the GOAT when it comes to tennis. But this right now, I'm telling you, man, right now, Serena Williams is needed. She is needed. They need to take her and they need to push her right out there in front of the world. And when it comes to people talking about sports and they're talking about female athletes, in particular black female athletes, they need to push her right out there to the front. You know what I'm saying? That's what they need to do. Because right now, the only person who's been pushed out there is Clarissa Shields. And I just, man, I ain't trying. I just can't give Clarissa Shields credit for inspiring, for motivating. She has brought attention onto the sport of boxing. We're talking about all the women in the sport of boxing, but the attention, she brought the wrong kind of attention on herself. But because of Clarissa, we are talking about all these other women. But she didn't come and elevate the sport. Now, with someone like Serena, this is the example. You know what I'm saying? Lucky Charm says, wow, Serena has a net worth of $350 million. Yeah, I read an article that says she's a billionaire, but you know, this stuff you get online, who knows what's accurate? But she definitely has a few hundred million. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not surprised. DG says, good evening. What's going on? Says tennis has 4 major titles each year: the Australian Open, Wimbledon, French Open, and US Open. The Golden Slam is winning all 4 of these plus a gold medal in the same competition year. That is crazy. That is crazy. But you know what? This is the thing. With Serena, I want to learn more about her and what she's accomplished. And I know she was a big deal. I know she won Grand Slam championships. I know she won gold medals. But I didn't know she won 4 because I don't follow the sport like that. But to read through her accomplishments today and a couple articles, I just couldn't believe it. I said, damn, Serena Williams is the truth. Anyway, man, says, I forgot Serena's from Michigan. Serena's from Michigan? I thought Serena's from Compton. Is Serena from Michigan? Oh, Lord have mercy, man. Don't tell me that she's from Michigan, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me look that up real quick, because I didn't know that. I thought they were from Compton, man. Serena Williams from Michigan? Let me look that up. That's news to me, man. Oh, yeah, she was born in Saginaw, Michigan, and grew up primarily in Compton, California. Oh, shit. So what do y'all think is going to happen now? Now, she was born in Saginaw, Michigan. She was born in Saginaw, Michigan, and grew up in Compton. Okay, so just because you're born somewhere don't mean you're from there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. She was born in Saginaw, but she grew up in Compton. So yeah, so she's from Compton. You know what I'm saying? But that's crazy. That's crazy. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, she was raised there. But anyway, man, I know why she's coming back. Maybe she's gonna do a Grand Slam and try 2028 Olympics just to prove her dominance. I don't know. She got invited, man. No, she got invited to come back. You know what I'm saying? But as far as what she's gonna do outside of this competition, if she's gonna keep, working and competing, I don't know. But my thing is, do you think that the secret society was like, we need to silence Clarissa Shields? Do you think that this has anything to do with all the drama that Clarissa Shields has created? Does anyone out here have the conspiracy theory like me? That's all. We're just having a conversation. Now, my thing is, what's next, right? Clarissa's talking about going to the 2028 Olympics, right? To go. Now, this is Clarissa's thing. I'm going to go defend my 2 gold medals. Defend your 2 gold medals. Somebody help me make sense of that. You know what I mean? You're a professional athlete. The gold medal stuff, that's old news. Yeah, great accomplishment. But that's old news. You know what I'm saying? She's still out here acting like those gold medals mean something. They don't mean anything at all. It's a big deal. It's a great accomplishment. But Clarissa going back to the Olympics, I'll be honest with you. I don't know how all that's going to play out. Go ahead. What's up, brother?
Hello.
How you doing? I'm good. What's up?
I had 2 things to say. Remember I said the same thing that she pick and choose her fights because she don't want to lose. And with the MMA thing, she already you could tell she wasn't gonna do MMA no more because she lost. I don't really think it was because of Papoose. But look, remember we was talking about yesterday about the makeup, how I said she did that on purpose, right?
Yeah.
So when she was exercising in Aruba, she had on some big ass shoes. But I don't think nobody noticed this. Somebody else said this on their thing. Look, if you could just look at this picture, I'm finna send you real quick, right? She had on some big ass shoes. Now you tell me, why would she have these shoes on? She's doing this shit for clout. You get what I'm saying? So people can talk about it, and that's more because her feet ain't that damn big. And when she was doing the exercises, it's like she was doing a lot of feet exercise so we can. I didn't pay that no attention at first until somebody else said it, and then I screenshot it so I could send it to you. Look at the picture.
Yeah, I'm looking at them. I'm looking at those shoes. Yeah,
she doing this shit on purpose. Cause look, I didn't zoom. All I did was zoom in a little bit. Them ain't her regular fucking shoes. Them somebody else's shoes. You get what I'm saying? So why would you be exercising in some big ass clown shoes like that?
Shit. How people know? How do people notice these things? Because those shoes they do look big. They do look big.
No, but when she doing the exercise, you can tell they look super, super big. You know, like she's doing this on purpose to get the attention. Like I said, how it's Remy Ma, it was her birthday weekend. She was doing certain stuff to get the heat off of her. So that's why I believe she went and did the makeup. Because like a person was saying, if you a millionaire, most people take their own makeup with them, and if you don't have your artist with you, and then the people use your makeup. And it's just all a setup. You could just look at the shoes, and then them ain't her because she got some black and white shoes. She be exercising in like that, and they ain't never looked that big. And when she was exercising, she kept doing a lot of. She was focusing on her feet. I didn't notice that until somebody else said that, or whatever the case. And then I like screenshot it, like, damn, look how big those shoes is. That don't make no sense. But and then when you were speaking on the Daniel Perkins. Yeah, she said that she would not fight her. But why not rematch her? Like how you rematch Sunshine like 5 times. How you don't rematch her? Or I don't think she would do Lanny Daniels because she's with MVP,
right? Lanny Daniels is with. No, she's not with. She's not with MVP. She's not with MVP.
She not.
I think she would.
Okay, well, yeah. I think that one of them. She need that rematch, but she ain't gonna rematch Daniel Perkins. She just broke that girl jaw. And you didn't see when they was in the back in the dressing room, and she was like, "Yeah, she hit hard. I would never fight you again." And she was for real because she don't want to mess up her image. As I don't even think it's just necessarily getting beat, but getting touched. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I really, really think so, but I don't think it's no coming back like from her image or whatever. I really don't. And then all the messages coming out when she was telling the girl Nye, she showed the messages where she was sending pictures to the girl Nye, like, yeah, put these pictures out. Lie and say this. Lie and say she was on coke. Lie and I always lie to like in so many. I don't remember the exact words, but saying that she be lying to put smut on other people, and that she ain't finna let people just talk about her. She gonna go and defend herself and lie if she have to in so many words. What? That's what she was saying in the text.
What? So
yeah, I'm gonna send it to you when I get off the line. I'm gonna send you the text where everybody got the text. Nye leaked the text between her and Clarissa, and she was texting. It was a picture of Remy Ma. I'm sure you've seen that picture where she had blonde hair in the front. It's like an old picture.
Yeah, the old picture. Yeah.
She didn't look ugly or nothing. It was still a nice picture.
Right.
So she sent that picture to Nye to go like, yeah, post this and say, I forgot what she said, but like saying lie on her. You can say she even did coke. It don't matter. And then the girl was saying like, nah, it ain't even that serious, or in so many words. And with the Geisha, she leaked a message with her saying like, yeah, put a picture up of her daughter so we can say that her daughter don't like her, and just like lying, she been doing a false narrative this whole time, like putting out lies and stuff, and that girl was leaking the text messages. And then this is the last thing I'm gonna say. I would just listen to somebody else. The man, okay, some lady said that she didn't like Clarissa's outfit. So the dude didn't want to put the name out there or whatever. So the girl got a son that plays sports in the National League or something. So Clarissa went to, only because the lady said she didn't like her outfit. I don't know what outfit it was, but she been harassing that lady since, and went to the girl's son page and was harassing the son like, yeah, you gonna die soon and all type of shit. Like, you know, like the lady texted the guy and told the guy and sent him the he was reading the messages of what Clarissa was sending to that lady about her kid, like saying the kid gonna die, and then if they don't stop or if they don't do something, they gonna feel the switches. You know, that's saying the
Yeah.
Whatever. Like some crazy shit. Like
This-
and the
this
dude
is-
was
this-
like saying
this-
like that's crazy, huh?
This was coming from Big Gwoat.
From Big Gwoat. Like
She-
I mean, I don't want to say the guy's name who was
You know, I get
text.
it. I get it. So
But
she
he was
was
reading the lady text, and it was her. The lady screenshotted and sent it to the guy the text that what she was saying. All these texts is leaking out, and Nia Goat is slowly leaking like all the stuff because Clarissa was talking about her kids, so she don't even care no more. But she leaked the messages where she was telling the girl to put out false stuff about Remy, like she was on drugs, and just telling her to lie, like I forget the exact words though, but just telling the girl to lie and just make up shit. And she said she don't care, she'll make up stuff because she ain't about to let nobody just keep on bothering her, and like, and she like, oh, F her, and just like evil. That girl evil. Like the stuff I just heard today, that girl evil.
Well, I ain't that's crazy. That just lets you know that the internet has, like I've been saying, is taking an effect on it. It's getting the best of her, man. And but this is the thing, she wanted the attention, now she's getting it, but it's not what she thought it was gonna be. But to come out there and talk about someone's gonna die and switches and lie and say she's on coke,
how about
whatever.
that kid, the little kid was 12 to 15 years old, supposedly. Between 12 and 15, the little boy was scared, supposedly, like, because she all in the little boy inbox, like, threatening him and stuff.
Oh, she was doing this to a adolescent.
To the adolescent, saying like, yeah, your mama, you better tell your mama if you want to continue to play basketball, saying to the mama and the son like, you gonna die or all, like some weird ass stuff. The dude was reading the text messages, and it wasn't no lie, because he got real sensitive about it, because he's saying, you know how she get everybody inbox with these burner accounts and stuff, and he was just showing how she using, like, and it's crazy. People don't understand how she got like 5 and 6 burner accounts. You get what I'm saying? So she harassing him and a number of other people all through these burner accounts. And then that's when the lady inboxed him saying that she said something about she didn't like the outfit, and it wasn't, and she said what she wrote, and it wasn't disrespectful, it was just her opinion on whatever she wore. And Clarissa went to her Facebook page and went and sought out her kid and started harassing her kid and threatening her kid.
That is horrible. When I see that, I'm gonna do a video on it, because it needs to be discussed. Kids are off limits, and for her to target a child obviously it's not from her. It's a burner account, so she's gonna say it's not her, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That is crazy.
Well, who else is it? Right after the lady said something about her outfit, she started getting harassed from this burner account.
Who is is the lady a content creator?
No, it was a regular person. It was a regular person that wrote on her page, and she started harassing her, and then went and sought and see who her kid was. And the little boy, he played basketball or something for like at a national level. Like he's good.
He's good.
Yeah, and the guy said like the little boy was kind of startled because she started harassing the little boy, throwing out threats like you gonna like saying like he gonna, if the mama don't stop, he gonna DIE soon, and Like all type of stuff. I'm gonna send when I hang up, I'm gonna send you the thing to look at. You don't have to listen to his thing though, but it's like towards the end because he said it at the end. You feel me? So all you gotta do is just when I send it to you, just look at the end and you gonna see what I'm talking about. And he got so sincere, he ain't lying. You know, because she been harassing him. You know, like that's crazy.
That is crazy. And I tell you what, man, with those burner accounts, people need to understand it's so easy to find out. YouTube can find out who the hell you are.
And look,
you can't hide behind a burner account.
The guy was saying, he said if in a minute he gonna have a YouTube find out who she is because it's a thing YouTube do now. He said where that you can see if that one person is commenting however many times on whatever story. So he went to that same person and it showed all the times this person been commenting. So he's saying if need be in a minute, he gonna have to report it to YouTube and then they gonna find out if these texts is coming from Aruba or wherever she think that people ain't gonna know, like how you just said, where the text is coming
from. So this was going to from her to a child because the child's mother said she didn't like her outfit.
Yeah. Look, I just text you because I don't want to be. Look at this one, and then that's the name of the person, and then I'm gonna send you. I'm gonna send you the name of the clip that he did, but you gotta look at the end part because it's at the last. He saved that part for last, and just listen to what he's saying, and you can tell that he's not lying.
So they were coming at him too, or he was just
he's saying how she been harassing him, like she be harassing him, saying like, oh. You talked about the makeup for 30 minutes. You gave. First she said he gave. Then she said, oh, you must want to F her. And he wanted to F from Gardner. And she just be harassing him through like 2 or 3 burner accounts. So he's saying like she don't know. Like and he can really find out who she is if he really wanted to. Like,
oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I saw that. I know who you're talking about. Yeah, he can because like at my level, I'm about to hit 23,000 subscribers, right? That ain't really a lot, even though I get a lot of traffic. But those guys with those big YouTube channels, they have it.
Get a lot. His shit is like
oh yeah. I do know that he's been doing a lot of videos on her lately. I have noticed that, and I'm like, damn boy, why he? But I mean, I'm like, she must have done something to piss him off. Yeah, I said that's why I said she must because he don't get caught up in that, you know.
And that's what he said. He don't talk about her really, but lately he been doing stories on her. But I'm a screenshot the front of the thing just so you can go look at it and look at the end part. And he got real serious, like saying that's crazy. Like the lady, like she sending threatening messages to that lady and her kid. You know.
Yeah. Well, he would have a lot of pull, because when you have that amount of subscribers. He has probably a direct line to people over there at YouTube where he can reach out and he can start addressing things. So that's the wrong, this is the thing. These are the wrong people to be humbugging. Even somebody like with 10,000 subscribers. It's so easy when he starts talking about harassment and different things and threats. That shit can go left real quick for whoever's doing it. And you can't hide behind burner accounts. You cannot hide, but they can find your ass.
I'm gonna send you this and look at the number. How I screenshotted it. Look, there's a couple minutes before where I just sent it to you because I was trying to see if you was online so I could tell you that to look at that, and he got like real sad, like low key, like just saying like he don't even care no more. Like anybody that support her, he ain't supporting them, and like that's crazy. Like the lady was really, her son was scared. Like
Yeah, you know, I could understand. You got somebody saying stuff like that. Teenager, no matter how these young teenagers, how tough they think they are, they can't process that. You get shook when somebody comes at you like that.
Teenager though that ain't even into stuff like that. That's not like a street person and stuff.
Right. But that's why I said, even if you have a child who thinks they're tough, they get shook when somebody comes at them because they ain't used to that. You know what I'm saying? That is horrible. Horrible. Man, that is wild, man. Well, I tell you what.
But they need to do something about her. Like this is, like I said, it's getting ridiculous, and like they need to really do something about her. Like for real. Yeah. And then look, then when she was just on her live where she had on that Hawaiian looking shirt and stuff, so she like, Like when the like she wanted to clear up about the makeup and she don't want nobody to she didn't want to mess up the guy day and this and this, and then look, the lady was like, yeah, we talked about that yesterday. So
Yeah.
he touched on that. Then she like, yeah, bitch, she just switched like she bipolar or something. Like she
Yeah.
was just talking nice and like she don't want to do this, and then you just switched and called the lady a B and all this type of stuff just that fast, like out of nowhere.
I saw that, but we talked about it yesterday. Yeah, there's something going on. But I tell you what, it's like I said, just sit back and let things play out. So I already know that people are watching her, but like the fact for her to be behind these burner accounts, and even if it's people she knows, they can stitch it all together with the quickness to see, okay, it came from where, who's this person, do they have any kind of relationship with her? She's playing a very dangerous game.
And that's a crime. Ain't that a crime? Like,
Yeah. It's like terrorism. You know what I'm saying? That shit is all bad. Yeah, it can get ugly real quick. And to know that she's doing that to, like a child? Oh, man.
Somebody's son. And he went to his mom like, like the somebody harassing her and harassing him, where it had the little boy like scared, and then saying like, just talking crazy, like, so this is just unhinged stuff.
Well, I'll tell you what, the fact that she's saying those, if it proves that it's her, we all have a suspicion, right? But if a person would actually think to say those things, then I would think that they're more than capable and willing of committing an act of violence. You know what I'm saying? So you got to take that kind of stuff serious, because they already hit Alicia, already talking about, where I'm from, if you do this and that, we punch you in the face. Everything is violence, violence, violence. And then see the way she's talking on the internet, that's crazy. And then getting exposed. Now, the person who exposed those text messages about basically do and say whatever you have to these people who are harassing me, or she feels are belittling her, don't she prove that those messages came from Clarissa?
Mm-hmm. She in trouble.
Oh, damn.
But my thing is this, that you pick, even not in just in boxing, you picking and choosing the people that you messing with. You ain't going to just pick on somebody who and knock you right back upside your head. You get what I'm saying? Because street fighting and boxing, that's some different stuff. Because you can get weapons involved and all type of stuff. You ain't just running up on people who will give you the business, or who not scared of you, or who you don't intimidate. So she mess with people who she feel like she intimidate. Cause just think just say the lady Chris Cyborg, she ain't came out and said not one thing about this lady. Somebody who, and obviously intimidate her, because she know that the lady not scared of her. Not even just that she'll give her a run for her money or something, but she not scared of her. Like, anybody who she feel that she intimidate, that's who she go after, if you look at it.
Yeah, I wonder, man, like what the hell, man? Like at this point, what are they thinking about over there on her team? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are they thinking about?
What type of shit is that? Like, they told this girl to shut up. Wasn't they supposed to come out with a statement or something, like, after she hit that lady Alicia? Ain't they supposed to say something?
Yeah. Oh yeah, because she signed to Demetrius Lee and Win Records. She represents their brand.
And not only can she sue Clarissa, she can sue both of them too, right?
Yeah, you can sue anybody, but yeah, she can. They can go after them as well. They can make it ugly because they got deep pockets, so they could. Yeah. That is crazy.
And she didn't apologize. So just say hypothetically, if they didn't want to take it that far, but how you coming out here just acting like you rough, tough, big and bad, you untouchable, that'll make a person pursue more than what they were going to try to do to me. You get what I'm saying? So just say if I was only going to try to sue you, how you talking mess and doing the stuff you doing, now I probably would pursue criminal charges on you also, just to teach your ass a lesson,
Yeah. Well, I'm not an expert on law, but I do know that if they want to, because you can sue anybody, they got the kind of pockets to where they can go and they can play big bank, take little bank, and they can make everybody miserable over there. But what's really concerning to me is to know that she has these thoughts. Because if they, I'm going to make an assumption that it's her, right? But it sounds like typical Clarissa Shields, because she even comes over here with the burner accounts. She don't say stuff like that, but you can tell maybe because I don't disrespect her like that and just drag her. I just have conversations. But with other people who really go in on her, she seems to turn it up on them. But I tell you what, man, that stuff that she's saying when somebody's having these kind of thoughts. Remember I said a while ago, Clarissa's going to do something. She's thinking violent. She's going to thoughts become actions.
And the text too, look, the text from the girl Nye, look, in the text she said, yeah, I be thinking about doing some evil stuff. Like some, like I don't like when I start thinking like that, doing evil stuff to people. Like I swear in that text, I'm gonna find that and send it to you too. She said that in the text, like she don't be liking the to be when she start thinking evil thoughts like that. Like
So okay, I know who Jada the Boxer is. I know Charlita. I heard of the name Nigeria. Naya. I've heard the name. Who is Naya the GOAT?
That's Nigeria.
Oh, that's Nigeria.
Okay, yeah, that's Nigeria.
Okay. So yeah, that was her best friend, and so she.
Yeah, so she releasing stuff, and then look, she said that she rapped first. So that's probably why Clarissa got that GOAT stuff from. She said that she wanted Clarissa to help her, and then she start trying to rap after the girl, because she got rap videos from a long time ago, and it was like cooking with Naya. She was cooking like that. That video was from like a year ago. Clarissa just be like trying to destiny swap with everybody. And the girl said that she was wearing fitted hats, and Clarissa was like, oh, that's ugly, or she didn't like it or something. And then 3 days later, Clarissa was wearing fitted hats. Like, I should be wearing them hats.
Yeah. What has she done to make so many people come out who are in her inner circle to come out and just expose her? You know, what is she doing to these people? As far as us on the outside looking in, we have opinions, we speculate. We don't, all we know is what we see her doing. But the people who are close to her, it makes me wonder, what has she done to them to make them turn on her like that and expose her? Like, what the hell is she doing?
She talked about that girl kid. The girl said that she said something about her kid, and now everything is off limits. She don't even care no more because, you know, like when it comes to her kid, she, you know, like, it ain't that ain't cool.
All bets are off. She talked about Nyla's show.
Cause that's supposed to be Clarissa godson or something. One of her kids supposed to be the godson. So Clarissa supposed to say something or whatever. So I didn't hear that part. Like, or I don't know exactly what was said, but I know when she was the girl did an interview with another person, and she was like saying that like she wasn't answering all the questions, but she was like she don't care about no NDA no more because when she spoke on her kid, like it's all off now.
Yeah, well, yeah, you can't say things about people's children, man. There are people who will sit here and you say something about their kid, and they'll come out and they'll try to bring you down, man. That's crazy. That is just crazy to know that this stuff is going on. But you know, these are things that, to be honest with you, am I shocked? I think initially I was just like, whoa, but then when I sit back and think about the pattern of behavior here, I'm not shocked. But that thing about messing with even with a child, it takes us back to the Christmas gift giveaway. And then when she comes live talking about slapping her niece or nephew or whoever in the back of the head, and you know, it just she has no boundaries. You know what I'm saying? So if they can prove that's her, that's a very bad look for Clarissa Shields, man. I don't understand. I just don't. That's what I say. I have no expectation. I just don't understand. But I tell you what, the internet is kicking her ass. You know what I'm saying? But she picked the fight.
Acting like she just having so much fun, girl. You can read it all in your face that you see everything falling apart. And like I said, that's why she was texting that man Nikisa, because she feels stupid and she still was trying to get in their good graces to figure out how can she go back to them. And I believe, like that man said yesterday, that girl out of money. You get what I'm saying? Because I didn't think about that, how when the jury popped up, that's like close to the end of the month. Like when everybody get get their Facebook checks and stuff. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's why she be on social media doing the stuff she doing, because that's where her money at. Because like how you say, you unemployed. You damn near spent all your money, so you're depending on this money from this social media. So that's why you go so hard. And now that you getting on everybody's nerves, she ain't getting the views and the clicks like she was getting. So now you got to make more of a fool of yourself to get more views and clicks to put the limelight on you. So to me, that's what it's like with them damn Bozo shoes. I didn't even notice that until somebody said it. Then I went and looked, and she was doing like putting her feet up on the thing, like doing like going up and down. But she's filming her feet. When the hell do you film your feet? Never. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't never.
She's doing that on purpose. If you go back and look at that, when she out there, the first day she the second day she exercised, and she was mainly focusing on her feet when she was exercising. And matter of fact, I think she had the camera, the phone sitting somewhere. You know, usually she hold the phone, or I don't know, but you could just tell them ain't her shoes, and she probably thought people was gonna really notice that, but nobody noticed it until just recently.
Yeah, that, you know, I do think she is definitely trying to go viral. I do believe that, man. But you know what? This could explain what she's been doing. But then again, we'd be giving her a whole lot of credit for being brilliant to remain viral, keep us talking about her, to where she can keep getting this, you know, this money from the internet.
But that's dumb though, because it's like bad press. Like, it's cool to be like a little bit like, you know, like negative. I guess in her situation maybe a little bit, but you took it too far. Like, you know, she took it too far.
Yeah, it's an extreme case right now, and there is no turning back. And I'm not saying this from a point of someone trying to chastise her. It's an observation, because we're all observers here.
Yeah,
her brand has been decimated, man. It's beyond powder. It's like pottery. It's I don't know what's less than being like a powdery substance. If I have my son, he would come break it down. My son's into science and all that shit, and earth science and everything. I don't know. It's granular at this point. You know what I'm saying? She can't put that shit back together. It's just every day it gets worse. It's over, and it's so horrible, because you take a look at like Amanda Serrano, what she did this past weekend, making history. Well, you know, tying Christy Martin's record, and if she's talking about retiring, if she wants to come back, people would welcome her. You're talking about Serena Williams coming back to tennis. People are excited. With Clarissa,
that was on CNN. How about that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
With Clarissa Shields, people want her up out of here. And if they can prove this to be true, she's gone, man. They need to get her out of here. There's something wrong. There's something wrong with a person who will be out here doing that in a child's account, harassing the child.
Said. He said that the girl is like now is getting like delusional. This is some mental. I forgot the word they used. This is like some mental case type shit. I mean, excuse me, because this like some mental.
No, it's all good. Because even me, if I'm not talking about this stuff, you notice every now and then I have a few colorful adjectives fly out my mouth and shit. But I understand. Yeah. You get Hood Champion. You get me to break character and shit and get a real side of me. But I understand the frustration, man. I'm just looking at this like this is complete madness. I ain't never seen nothing like it. Nothing like it.
That's why I said I ain't never in my 49 years of life seen a athlete or even an actor or actress or rapper just just going this far above and beyond to mess your whole image up over a freaking, really, it seemed like Papoose is putting her up to this. Like she says, she listened to what he's saying. Like, you know?
Yeah. I put a lot of blame. It was on both of them, but there's a lot of culpability there, because if you timeline it, she wasn't carrying on like this until she hooked up with him. And I do believe that this whole thing about going viral, going attention, having controversy, having drama, they thought that was going to make her a villain, like how some say Muhammad Ali at one point in time was a bit villainous.
In a good way, sort of kind of where it's going to go away.
Roberto Duran, Bernard Hopkins, Floyd Mayweather, Mike Tyson. But this is the thing. I keep saying it. They had likable qualities. You know what I'm saying? They were still likable. With Clarissa, they've gone about it the wrong way. You know what I mean?
And then look, think about this with the makeup thing, right? This how you know she did it. And it was like a purpose thing. Why would you put makeup on to go ride a horse outside?
Oh, put makeup on and go ride a horse?
She was going to ride the horse. She was on her way to go, because when she went and wiped it off, she was on the bus on her way to ride, because she had that pink on to go ride a horse, and then a little bit after that, she was on the horse. So why would you go put makeup on to go in the sand, in the sun, to ride a horse? That don't add up.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. To go ride a horse. You out there in the Caribbean, man. You're chilling in AR Uber. What the hell you doing out there in that heat with all that on? And it just doesn't make sense. You know, it don't make sense, man. I just don't get it. But I'm really shocked at this thing about her potentially being the person behind the burner accounts in there, troubling people, harassing people. But she did say, now I gotta find it where I got it in when she and I met, or when she and I interviewed. She said, because I asked her about that, Clarissa, you out here biting people's heads off, blah blah blah, and she said, I don't mess with anyone unless they mess with me. So
but the guy, he only just started talking about her because she be harassing him. He was just showing, like, it's like 4 different profiles. If you go to all their comments, it's like how she was talking about you, talking in third person, like, yeah, she, the Gwoat, and this and that, like, you know, like, she really talking about herself. Like, that's some crazy stuff that you acting like somebody else would talk about yourself. That's like psycho. Like, she might be like superly, really like unhinged, like, you know, like type that'll do something to a person, like, you know, like explode and do something to somebody. You know,
you can sit there, man. It's like you can put makeup on a monkey. It's still a monkey. You ain't gonna convince me that this is some beautiful woman. It's a goddamn chimpanzee you got over there. And I'm not talking about Clarissa. What I'm saying is the burner account. You can sit there and create this burner account, but I'm going to know it's you because you're trying to put makeup on with a burner account. But when you're typing and your words are the way you normally speak, you got to change it up. Yeah, you got to change it up.
At each one of the accounts, you know how, like, when you say I say a sentence and I put a period, she was doing a space like after the period, or like making the space. She was doing the same thing on all 4 different pages. And the person was like, they don't understand, like, how she making all these different accounts. Like, that's because she got all these different phones. You know?
Well, but even I was thinking, I was wondering, how the hell does somebody have the time to have all these burner accounts?
Because she ain't got shit else to do. Like, she ain't fighting nobody. She ain't got nothing going on. So that's what she do. Sit there and look at face. She must got it, like, on alert. Like, you know how, like, when how if I subscribe to your page, I get a
notification.
A notification saying, like, you got you did something, and then I can go look at it. So she got some all the people she got notifications on for like when they stuff come on. So that's why she responds so fast. And then he was showing the little things where she was responding, and she was on his page like at 4, like talking, like cussing people out at like 4 in the morning. And then you go look at her page, and then she posted something at 5:20 in the morning. So that make a lot of sense if you posted on your page at 5 something, but then you was cussing me out on my live I did yesterday at 4 something in the morning. That's you. That gotta be you. You on your regular page though at 5:20, but the burner account is in my page at 4:50.
Right. We talked about that like months ago, where she was coming in here, and we were like, we suspect that to be Clarissa. And then after I got up to live, I went over there to her profile. I think it was on Twitter, one of them accounts, and I saw that she was posting something. Like, man, these people crazy on the internet. And I was like, oh, that's her. She over there in our live. Then she goes back and she posts stuff on social media. So I'm like, it was around the exact same time. I'm like, okay, so that was her. So so what he's doing now, like, we've already done that over here, but he's just now getting the big Gwoat experience with her trolling the shit out of him and with the burner.
Start bothering him. He said like the last month or so. But like when you hang up, look at that, like the last. I say look at the whole thing though. You get what I'm saying? Or like at least the last 20 minutes of it, and he gonna talk about that situation I just said. And that's like really sad. Like, you know, like where the lady was like, you know, like saying her son was like really scared though. So you get to messing with people's kids. That's like all bets off, and I got all access at you. You get what I'm saying? You get to messing with people's kids. Like people, you know, like you can't mess with nobody's kids. Like, you know.
Yeah,
Like,
children are off limits. And I tell you what, if that woman can definitely go down to her local police station and can report that, because that, especially talking about shooting, oh no, that's a problem. That's why
like
people
a threat. Like that's a whole threat. Like,
yeah,
I mean, you gonna get unalived if your mama don't quit doing what she gonna do. You gonna DIE soon or something. I don't know. You gotta don't quote me on the thing.
No, I get the gist of what you're saying. No, I am telling you that right there is problematic, and they will find out with the quickness where that came from, who it was. And even if she tried to delete the account, there's still a footprint left out there in the cyber world. So it's easy.
That's how dumb she is, thinking that she like you invisible, like nobody don't know it's you. Girl, you talk like you illiterate, like you in the 4th freaking grade. You repeat like every little word you say, like how you go on live, like
all inclusive.
If you notice when she say, look, she did a whole 40-minute live with 2 of the minutes, 30 seconds, you gonna have a fight announcement soon. Like that should be what you should be talking about instead of the other BS. So you only spend 30 seconds of talking about the fight, the boxing, which that's what you're supposed to be, a boxer, but you spend 45 minutes on this makeup thing, you know? Like how you don't want to just lie, just blatantly lying. Like, girl, like you don't disrespect nobody, you don't want nobody, you don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, or you don't want to do nobody how people doing. Girl, you mess with everybody, you know? Like, so I ain't gonna lie, I ain't blocked on her stuff, but I don't write on her stuff because she get I ain't the one. You get what I'm saying? Like, I ain't finna peek with her because I already know like she retarded or something. You get what I'm saying? So I just be like peeking from afar, you know? So I ain't about to write in that girl inbox because it really ain't gonna do no good. Like, cause she one of them type of people, she ain't finna listen to nobody. Like, she don't care. She got her own mind made up and her own thoughts. And when you know your thoughts is messed up, but then you think that they right, that's like weird. Like, you know that girl ain't that stupid. She knows she wrong for the stuff she be doing. She knows she wrong, but she just don't care. To me, I think she just don't care.
No, I don't think she realizes. Yeah, I don't think she really realizes that what she's doing is wrong. I think she just sees it as trolling, talking trash, and I don't think she realizes what she's doing. Can really get her in a lot of trouble, man. You know what I'm saying? It can really get her in a lot of trouble. And I'm curious to see where all this goes now. I'm really curious to see where all this goes now, because this is a problem. This is a problem, man. To know that she.
So look, so what if this happened? Okay, so say hypothetically, you know, she only fight in Detroit, right? Mm-hmm. So I don't think she really will fight in Atlanta because she don't got her fan base like we all know is in Detroit, because she got them in her pocket. To me, I think she got them in her pocket because I mean, even though she might win the fight, everything is still like on her side or whatever. So how they're trying to get her license suspended. So what if she announced the fight and then they don't approve her? What you call it? Like how they the something she paid like a
sanctioning fees. Sanction. You talking about sanctioning fees?
No, remember like the license or something, like how they give you the license to fight right there or something like that.
Oh, you're talking about the commission.
No, she got to apply.
Huh? Oh yeah, for her boxing license from the state from the athletic commission.
She got to apply for that fight, right? They got to give her some type of okay to fight, right?
If she doesn't have a license there, then yeah, you would have to apply for a license to fight. Yeah.
No, cause that one of the people said that it was a 1.5 for the license for the fight or something. I don't know, but what if they don't give it to her, or they just revoke it when she booked the fight?
Yeah, but 1.5 what million?
No, that's what the purse was, or whatever.
Her fight purse.
But she had to split that amongst everybody, so that's how you know she lying about the money that she be making and stuff like that.
Yeah. She ain't making that. She ain't, all that money's not going to her. Yeah, right. So that 1.5, it sounds good, but when it gets broken down and everybody gets their little piece of the pie,
she probably got 500,000,
350,000 maybe. maybe after taxes, maybe 350, 500, maybe something like that.
But that's sad though. Let God would have blessed me to be in a position to freaking just be in that position. Like, girl, you supposed to embrace that. Like, why in the hell would you mess that up? You get what I'm saying? Like, it ain't that much wee in the world or infatuation with a person or like just to go so far. You know, like any sane person would just say in their mind, like, okay, let me think real quick because stuff is just getting out of hand. Like, it's like you don't notice like the stuff is getting out of hand. Like, you don't see like what you doing or what's happening. Like, no, like Ray Charles can see what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not getting any better. I just don't understand, man. Like, I'm still sitting here trying to process this stuff about the switches and who's gonna get unalived. I just don't. I'll tell you, like, I'm lost for words. I really am.
Hey, you didn't get a chance to look at the Chris Cyborg fight, her last two fights. You didn't get a chance to look at it.
Nah, you know, man, man. It's summertime, man.
I know you be doing a lot. I know.
Yeah, I'll be. I ain't get on this. That's why y'all ain't seen no videos pop up during the day. I am not at home. We out and about, man. You know what I'm saying? So when
it's summertime, shoot.
Yeah. I am not here, and I don't be. Y'all always know what I'm gonna say. I don't be on the internet like that. So, like, when people come talking to me about shit, I'm like, oh yeah, because I ain't looked at this internet all day. I think I did one video.
I be texting you stuff. It's funny. I be like, hey, I just wanted to show you this. So whether it's, you know, you might like respond like, oh, okay, like, or no, I don't think so, or I just trying to see like little information or whatever. No, I don't look at it that much no more either because I be getting a headache, like, you know.
Yeah, but no, I appreciate send it. Like, this is the work phone. I don't touch this phone until I come in my office, man. This phone don't go nowhere with me. I threw that shit off, and I feel bad because some people be calling during the day, and I don't look at the phone, and I feel bad because they'll call in. This is Willie. This is Willie from North Carolina. I want to talk about the big Gwoat. I'll be like, yo, my man called me at 8:30 in the effing morning. Want to talk about big Gwoat? Like, man, who called somebody?
Oh, and look, look at this too. So when she was in Aruba. She took a picture with two separate people, right? Like, oh, look who we ran into. One of them people was them Olive Girls. Like, this line, like, it was the same caption for both people. Like, yeah, look who we ran into in Aruba. And one of them girls was with her. Like, so I don't even think it was a trip with her and Papoose because when she be on live, you hear all them talking in the background. So I think it still was like a group trip.
Oh, a group trip. It wasn't just like a little romance in the storm with her and her man. Papoose?
Because when she took a picture with them two people, she took a picture with two separate people. I mean, I take that back. She took a picture with the people, but she put on her page, like, look who we ran into. But the other people put on their page, like, yeah, the Gwoat is really pretty in person, like some shit like that. But both of them wrote the same thing.
So she was trying to convince people that it was
like people know her, like they ran into her and people knew her, and you know, like she ain't ugly in person.
Oh, like she's famous. That's what she was trying. Like,
yeah.
No, ain't nobody in Aruba probably know who she is. You know, she go. Let's like.
But look, the people found. Look, they went back, and when she had the fight, remember they all had on the green jogging suits. One of them girls was one of them girls in the green jogging suit.
Mm-hmm.
That's with her out there, but she tried to make it like that they ran into her or something, like, you know, like the girl wrote on her page, like, look who we ran into. But she's the girl either from New York or from Detroit, but she a rapper or something like that. So, you know, they be trying to play little mind games, like, you know,
like they just happen to be in the same place.
Exactly. And the girl's like, oh, look, it's Carissa or Gwoat. And then they took a picture with her, but all the time it's somebody that she with.
Yeah, that is just stupid. You know what I'm saying? But let me tell you something. This is a true story. Y'all gonna laugh. I was in Trinidad, right? And I was down in a place called St. James. I was up at a place called Long Circular Mall. I was up at the mall, right? And I was in there. They have a gym over there. I'm lifting weights. I go into the restroom, the locker room area, and there's a guy in there, and he's blowing up the stall, taking a shit, right? And I'm in there laughing because it's so ridiculous the amount of farting and shit he had going on in there. So anyway, I'm trying. If he comes out right when I'm on my way out, and when I walk by him, we made eye contact, right? And I'm laughing. So I go out. I finished. I was in Trinidad like maybe 2 weeks. I come back to America, maybe 8 months later. No, 4 months later. I go up to Virginia to check out my friends. Right? I'm at Virginia. I'm up in the gym working out. Who is right in front of me working out in the same damn gym in Virginia? The same damn guy. And I looked at him and I was like, yo, that's that nasty motherfucker that was there destroying the bathroom, right? The what we say, like the latrine, the toilet. And I didn't say nothing, but I was like, that's that nasty. I remember that. I had just saw him like 4 months ago in Trinidad, you know? And then he walked by here like, yo, he's from New York. Yo, what up, son? And he's like, yeah, I know you recognized me. I was in there, man, destroying the toilet. You know, my bad, yo. I was like, yeah, all right. And I was telling my friends, like, yo, you'll never fucking believe this story about that guy. We were in there cracking up. So, you know, things happen. But with her, it sounded like bullshit. You in Aruba and they just happened to be there. Look who we ran into. Now that, and she's really pretty in person.
People and they wrote the same. She wrote the same caption, and them two people wrote the same caption, like, "Oh, the Gwoat is so pretty in person," or some shit like that.
Yeah, that don't sound right. That don't sound right. Yeah, it's unfortunate, man, because this isn't anything new, man. It's what she's doing there is kind of what she does with burner accounts. We'll have someone come in and defend her. But then now she has two people coming on and they're showing their face and acting like they're fans of hers when she actually knows them. Same thing with people who come in here and try to defend her friends or whatever. Or when she does, it's the same thing she does with burner accounts. You know, trying to mislead people. You know what I mean? We ain't gullible. You know, we ain't gullible. You know, we may not be smarter than the goddamn fifth grader, but we got common sense.
A lot of people, like how you say, like, who got that much time? Like, not even a regular person. Who the heck got that much time to be like on social media? That's dang near like 20 hours in a day that she be on social media. Because obviously you didn't sleep because you was on social media at 11 something, 12 something, then you wake up at 4 in the morning and be on social media. Like, that's crazy.
It's an addiction. I think tomorrow I'm going to do, I don't mind saying it, if somebody tries to do it, that means they're listening to the live. I'm going to do a video on burner accounts and internet addiction and tie it into a conversation about, you know, Clarissa and boxers. Y'all know I don't talk as much about the drama as we do on the live during my videos. I like to, that just lets you know where my mind is at. You see what I just said? Burner accounts, internet addiction, and tied into Clarissa Shields. But because it's interesting to me.
And you don't want to do something on that, people threatening people and shit, and like against burner accounts, making threats and just doing stuff that's not cool. You know what I'm saying?
No. I'm gonna tie all that in, because really that's about 4 or 5 videos, but I'm gonna tie it all into one. Give y'all like a little hour, 20-minute video. That way y'all can sit back with your popcorn and just sit back and enjoy it, because this shit is all bad. You know, it really is all bad. And I'm telling you, man, Clarissa Shields, we're watching history.
Like, girl, it's over. Yeah. It's over.
This is history. This is history.
I'm sorry. It's over.
Yeah. This is history. You know, I keep saying that. Some people disagree because they dislike her, but Clarissa is part of American history. And they say, oh, what do you mean by that? She won 2 gold medals from the Olympics for the United States. She's a part of American history. So the way her career is going, when she hits rock bottom and everything falls apart, Clarissa Shields' story is going to be talked about, and not in a positive way. It's going to be like,
that's what I said.
It's
like,
coming.
The petition and all that. That's on the internet, girl. That ain't never going nowhere. That ain't a good look. Like, your kids or whoever gonna say, damn, auntie, mom, they was trying to cancel you. Like, that don't seem like nobody great to me.
Yeah, it's coming. So it's wild, man. What else you got, man? Because you caught me up. I did not know all that shit.
That's all I I just had parked like, ooh, let me see real quick, and then I had listened to that part or whatever. So I'm gonna get back in the chat, but before you go to sleep, listen to that like the last fight, like when I screenshotted you. The minutes that you see look like 5 minutes before that, and listen, he gonna tell that story. Just listen.
Okay. All right, I'll check it out.
All right, and I'm back in the chat. Okay.
All right. Bye. Yeah. Danny. Yeah, Tara Brown. Yeah, she has a fight. There's a big fight card coming up on the 13th with Tara Brown. Yeah. Yeah, I did a video about that, man. You know what I'm saying? Tara Brown and what she has going on and the fight card. But yeah, there's a lot of different things going on. But I'm sitting here right now, and that's why everything with Claressa Shields just overshadows, these women. You know what I'm saying? And it's just unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Says damn me, I missed that. Yeah, no rest for the wicked. Nah, man. It's just crazy that all this stuff is going on, man. Trinidad. Oh, what's up, Trinidad? It's not bullying when you start threatening people. No, it's not. But it's crazy because I had no idea all this stuff was going on. You know what I mean? Honestly, I'm a little shocked. I'm a little shocked to know that she hasn't learned her lesson, and also that if in fact they prove that it's Claressa Shields, because she's gonna deny it. But her team. But it sounds like, they can't control her. But something need to happen. Because this shit is crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all bad. Says, I'm intrigued. Yeah, it is intriguing, man. Says, Puda better be on it. Yeah, I know. Anyway, man, 929-839-0679. I was over here talking about Serena and Claressa and Serrano and the people's champ and all that, but now my mind is all spinning right now because you're going out there harassing content creators because you don't like, you know what the thing is this, Claressa, these are content creators. You know what? Papoose is a content creator. Rappers are content creators. You know what I'm saying? These people, these filmmakers are content creators. Actors, actresses are content creators. Claressa Shields is a content creator. I wonder how many, but I'm sure there's a lot of people go there harassing her. But I'm sure with Boxing Eagle, these other guys, right? And I know who he is. The man everyone knows who the dude is, but I'm 100% sure he does not go in her inboxes. I'm sure he don't care about what the hell she have going on. She put herself on his radar. But you know what? Now that I think about it, she may be doing this intentionally, because it's one thing to come over here and harass me. My channel, plus I block people and shit. 23, about to hit 23,000. You're talking about, if you're going to harass somebody, you might as well harass the guy that has, all damn near, he got close to 400,000. Go harass those channels. You know what I'm saying? Because when they talk about you, okay, you may not like what they're saying, but you're getting your word out to a much broader audience. So when I sit back here and think about it, this could be exactly what she wants. To have the large platform, not these like me and then some of these in between now, the larger platforms to come out here and speak on her. It could be all strategic. Just take a look at it. She went at Layla Ali, didn't she? Ain't nothing big in female boxing than Layla Ali. She went at her, and she still mentions her name. You know what I mean? I did an interview with her. She don't say nothing about me. She don't say nothing about me. Maybe because I try to be in a way, kind of hold her accountable and discharge my frustrations in my videos, but without insulting her and calling her names. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't saying I'm an angel. I'm just telling you, maybe that's why. She listened to my video like, okay, this man ain't call me. I heard somebody call her Rasputia. I said, God damn. So maybe that's why. I don't know, but it's crazy. No, the larger platform is getting more dirt. Yeah. Take all y'all tires off your car if you're trying to leave type energy. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Yeah, yeah. It's crazy. But I don't know. There's a lot of boxing channels out there, man, and even if you try not to talk about it, you end up. I was probably the first one to be talking to talk about Clarissa Shields, but I've always done videos on her. But it's the Layla Ali thing set things off with me. You know what I'm saying? Hello.
Yeah.
Hey, good. How are you?
Good. Okay, so I personally, I don't know if I'm right in this. Everybody has their own ideas, but I'm not sure if I feel like things are done, or I don't feel like things will really ever be done for Clarissa. I feel like there'll be certain parts of her life that will be done. So, granted, she'll probably break up with Papoose. She may have issues with boxing and not get the contenders that she needs. But I think that people are having high hopes, or not necessarily high hopes, but this idea that she's just gonna be done. And I don't really see it that way. I don't see it like, oh, she's done. Like I just don't see it. I don't know if I'm making sense, but I just think that, and even like, so I got into this a little bit later than other people. And when I look back, because I'm the type of person that likes to research to understand how did this all start? How did we get here? What have people been saying? So when I look at other content creators' videos from the past, it's been at least 20 other times where people were like, she's done. Like there have been 20 plus other instances where that thing that she did, okay, now she's really done. But she's never really done.
Do you? So let me ask you a question, right? And I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
But when you look at where she was a couple of years ago, career-wise, but matter of fact, just a year ago, and look at where she's at now, do you think her career is in an upswell, or do you think it's on a decline?
I think it's on a decline. Okay. I think it's on a decline, but I think that it's foolish to think that she's going to disappear from social media.
Oh,
I think
no.
it's foolish to think that she won't have people that will still be rallying for her and giving her some type of platform. I don't think that it's logical to think that everything dealing with Clarissa Shields is just going to stop. It's just not going to, I don't see it happening that way. Now, do I wish it would? I like the breaks that we have when she's not being extra. But do I feel like that there won't be enough people or enough clout or enough other people who want to maybe revisit even her past? Like, say, for instance, she does kind of lose her sense of, like how she was at the Netflix thing. They invited her to that. Like she still is, like she's going to the BET Awards. Like I feel like those things are going to stop, right? But I don't feel like she's going to disappear in the sense of people using her story and who she is and what she stands for as a way of getting attention or views and things like that. I hope that I think I'm making sense. But,
I understand what you're saying. When I hear people say it's over for Clarissa or it's coming to an end, they're talking about her boxing career.
Okay.
I do think that Clarissa Shields, part of her doesn't want to continue. And the other part, I think that there's a big movement and there are very strong people who have what I call striking power, who are looking to just get her out of the sport because what she's doing, and I understand the argument, oh, well, guys do it. Look at Shaqie Foster and Ray Ford, they were shoving each other, and look at what happened in the past. But that's not what you should be trying to emulate. And she's not doing it the same as these other people. She's out here being toxic with it. And now this thing about children and going into people talking with burner accounts and pretend sounds like it's her out there, talking about threatening to hurt people. Like that's what people don't want. But as far as people stop talking about, they're gonna always talk about Clarissa Shields.
Yeah.
Always. And that's what I said. She's a part of history, American history. Some people don't like when I say that, but I mean, that's the facts. The woman won 2 gold medals for the United States. She is a 2-time gold medalist in boxing, the only female in America to win 2 gold medals for boxing. So she's history. So what we're seeing right now is historic. It doesn't mean that it's good. What's that shit that used to come on the Lifetime, the down and fall or the destruction of so and so when they used to have those documentaries? That's what
yeah, I know what you're talking
that's what
about.
we're having, you know what I mean? The fall of Clarissa Shields, American
Right.
2-time gold medalist. And that's why I said people should be paying attention to this shit, because what we're doing is we're documenting history. Now, if somehow she can turn things around, I mean, it'll be like a miracle in my opinion, because it's all bad. All
Yeah.
bad, man. But is it that you have hope for her, or you just feel like, nah, people,
Oh, it's not hope for her. It's just me feeling like, because I mean, granted, and I'm glad you clarified, because you know, of course, when you say done, I pretty much understand that's what you mean. But I feel like some people are saying done, like your 15 minutes of fame is up type of thing, and I think that's foolish to think that she's just going to disappear from your algorithm or from media in general if and when things fall apart for her in her career. That's what I mean.
yeah. I think Clarissa Shields will be talked about, and content creators will keep doing content on her for the next 30 years, 40 years.
Yes.
And I said, with me, it won't be me, because, you know, I'm 51 and I just do this because, you know, I'm retired and I like talking about boxing. But there's some young content creators in their 20s. They got another 30 years of doing this shit, and Clarissa Shields is going to keep giving them content. So right now, like, just look, I always talk about it in 2027. And everyone knows I don't wish bad on Clarissa. She's just interesting to me. But in 2027, if Papoose and her don't have a child, that's what she's supposed to be doing, right? Supposed to be getting married in 2027, taking a year or 2 off from boxing. If that doesn't happen, they're going to talk about all of 2027. It's going to go into 2028. You know what I'm saying? So at least for the next 2 years, we know there's going to be a lot of content on her and Papoose and not having a child. Like, you can already see for the next 3 years, we're like long-term planning your content, because it's already there. You know, so they ain't gonna never stop talking about it. And the thing is, if she all of a sudden wakes up and decides to, you know, change her attitude and seek help, and then she becomes an inspiration and a motivational speaker, whatever, well, then that gives us something to talk about too. So they ain't never gonna stop talking about Clarissa Shields.
Yeah, and I'm glad you said that, and this is exactly what I'm saying, because I think somebody says that in a way where people think they're trying to take up for Clarissa. No, it's just people who are smart enough to understand the way the media works, the way that the sociology of it. It's just that her accolades, like everything that you said about her, is why she's going to continue to push herself, because she knows those things about her are unique. Like we always say, your boxing and what you've accomplished is never what we've been talking about, Clarissa. It's your attitude and how you come off, you know, and how you act. So she knows those things, that her accolades are enough for her to be continuously mentioned. So yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Because I think some people mean it in a different way when they say done. Like, and I'm thinking to myself, like, no, that's not going to happen. Like, don't get your hopes up. Right? Basically, is what I'm saying. But funny you bring up Papoose, because I saw his story today. It was so interesting, because you know how he is. It always seems like he's like being a little corny when he mentions Clarissa. It's always my queen and I love you, baby. It just always seems fake. But he put in his story, you know that song by Babyface called Sunshine?
Yeah.
So the part, you know, he played that song with the picture in the part that says, maybe we can settle down and raise a family, have a girl for you, a little boy for me. And I'm like, Papoose, I was thinking to myself, like, you're still married, and you're trying to insinuate through this song that you want to have a family with Clarissa with the picture. I just thought that was very interesting. I'm like, oh, he's really rubbing it in. Like, I don't know if he's trying to get to Remy, or if he just really want to be sure that Clarissa thinks that he wants to have his baby next year. But that was very symbolic to me. It was a little cryptic in a sense. And when I heard something like, oh, he went old school, and he specifically took those lyrics and with the picture. So that was something interesting. I don't know if the chat saw that.
Well, that if he posted something like that, it's like we've already kind of concluded. He's part of the mess and the drama, and he knows what he's doing and saying to keep people talking and bubbling. But I tell you what, he's got himself back in the corner because he thinks that people are talking about him right now. If he don't marry that girl, he don't give her a child, and if he ends up leaving her and basically humiliating her, you know what I'm saying? Oh boy, man, the women are gonna go off on him. As much as they don't like Clarissa, they're gonna go off on him. They're gonna be like, that was horrible what you did to her. And even though and a lot of people really they feel that he's the one who's behind a lot of her antics. So if he humiliates her and basically just uses her like a lot of people are suspecting, he's gonna be in a horrible spot the rest of his life. Because his image, his brand is garbage too. When it comes to most people, not everybody, but it's not how they viewed him before. You know what I mean? And that's just the pulse I'm getting from listening to the people on my channel.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that in a sense she's become his lifeline, especially when it comes to being relevant. So yeah, that's a mess because I don't know if he planned that. I don't think that that's what his intentions was, to really do this, like settle down and raise a family and all of that. I really think that every step he took, getting in contractual things with her, being seen with her, because this is all what she wanted from the very beginning. So now that she's getting it, it's like now that he's giving it to her, if he backtracks on it, it's kind of cutting off his supply to that clout and to money potentially. So now, at first I was like, oh, he wouldn't have a baby with her and get pregnant or get her pregnant and marry her. But now I feel like he might have to, just for the sake of his own image.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, I always liked Papoose, man. Then when I found out he was with Clarissa, I was like, oh, okay, how'd that happen? I didn't think nothing of it till I started doing the lives, and the ladies were calling in, and I was still like, I was defending him. I'm like, shit, I'm a guy. I'm for the guy. I don't care what y'all women say. I know how women can be. Same way they know how men can be. I'm like, you ain't gonna get me to say nothing bad about the guy. And then I said, let me just watch how all this plays out. But then I started seeing her behavior and how she acts. I'm like, hey, what's going on here? But when he went on Vlad and he lied on Layla, I said, oh man. I can't defend him. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm here to root for the guy. But I just can't. And I'm like, oh, like what the conversation we're having, he's behind. I think he's behind a lot of this because he should have never said that on Vlad. That, oh yeah, Layla said give her 15 million. She never said that. And he knows she didn't say that. Everyone knows she didn't say that. So that's when I was like, man, he just hurt himself.
That's when. So I was kind of like you when I first, like the very first, because remember I wasn't really aware of any of this. So when I first found out that he was with Clarissa, I think the caption or whatever it was saying that him and Remy are estranged, or they might have even misquoted and said that he was divorced. But when I looked at the video, I was like, oh, that I guess he's in a new relationship, because I really didn't keep up with Papoose and Remy, so I didn't know. For all I knew, it was true. So when I saw him like helping her, with her training and stuff, I was like, okay, Papoose, he always seemed like a solid guy. I was like, oh, this is cool. Like I really was naive to everything. But then when I started seeing more stuff about her, the first thing I saw that turned me off about her was the Layla situation. And that when I started following it, and then I caught on to, what she did with that whole calling her out, knowing that she wasn't asking for 15 million, she was saying hypothetically. And everybody took her words and was twisting them. I was so pissed off. I was like, you call her out in that whole meeting with all those people with that video saying we got the 15 million.
It was all bullcrap.
No,
Right.
and you set her up to say no to say she ducking. So
Right.
it was like a whole like mind fuck it if I can say that. It was like people really are, if they're not following it mentally, they're able to get caught in it to be like, oh, Layla's scared. No, the thing about it is that Clarissa always knew she was going to say no. She always knew she was going to say no. So calling her out on that statement was just to try to put her out there to say she's ducking and she's not the GOAT. So it was a setup from the start. And Layla saw through that, so I'm glad she ended up doing that video. But I think a lot of people got it twisted and twisted her words and thought that Layla was ducking, and that she never was ducking. Clarissa just set her up to look like she was.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. They did, but it didn't work, man.
It didn't work, yeah. But well, it didn't work for the majority. But there's still a lot of people out there. They be like Layla ducking, Alicia ducking, everybody ducking Clarissa. Like that's the consensus. When you don't know better, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people don't take the time to really think below the surface.
Yeah, I'm tracking with you, man.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna take this next call, okay?
Okay. Thanks so much.
All right. Bye. Yeah, go ahead, caller.
Hey, what's up, champion?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you for taking my call. I got 2 questions. It's gonna be really, really quick, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so as a casual, enlighten me, for y'all boxing fans, but I know you did boxing. So long story short, when Layla said she understands why Clarissa don't get any knockouts, not that knockouts matter like in the boxing world, but like what does she mean when she said that from your perspective as a boxing person?
Because Clarissa being in when she first turned pro, she still had more of the amateur style. A lot of speed, outpointing. It's basically like an amateur just trying to outpoint her opponent and not sitting down on her punches. But then you listen to the interview Clarissa did, years ago. She was even saying that her coach, John David Jackson, was teaching her how to punch properly to get power and to get knockouts. And she was saying that, she realizes that, she as a pro, she has a lot to learn. But if you fast forward to where she is now, like when she fought Danielle Perkins, Clarissa sat down on a shot. It was a perfect pull counter. And she almost knocked Danielle Perkins out with one punch. But when you watch when she fights, she doesn't sit down on her punches really. You know what I mean? It's just a lot of intensity and a lot of speed and a lot of volume. But that's what Layla was alluding to. Like, okay, she's not sitting down on her punches. She's not turning them over. But if you watch Clarissa when she fights now, she's so worked up. She's so hyped up in the ring. But when she settles down like she did with Perkins, she got some torque on that shot. One hitter, almost had the one hitter quitter. So I do think Clarissa can knock people out, but she has to fight to keep them off her. Like when she was fighting Franchon, this last fight, she had to let them hands go to keep her off her because Franchon, that's just how she fights. She was just on her. But that's what I think Layla meant, and Clarissa confirmed that when she said that her coach was teaching her how to punch as a pro and to get power on those shots.
Okay. So this is my last question. I'm gonna let you go. I know you got it live. All right. So I agree with what Clarissa doing, but since it's going opposite of boxing in the conversation with some of the women, which I agree with what she's doing, but as a man, I noticed that a lot of women and a lot of black women, like they want to say don't mess with no married man, but a lot of them mess with a lot of men. Like they don't keep their word when they trying to just come at Clarissa. And I'm not defending her because I've been the ones that coming at her, but at the same time, like a lot of them women, they do the same thing that Clarissa doing.
Right.
They just don't want to admit it. They don't want to admit it.
Right.
A lot of people that calling up, they do the same thing too. They probably cheat on their boyfriend, cheat on their man, because they want, the good. Right. I'm gonna do that.
No, don't jump off yet. You still there?
Yeah, I'm still there.
No. That's a fair question, man. There are a lot of women who have called in here and they've said they've been where Clarissa's at. They have cheated on their husband. They've cheated on their boyfriends. They've been the side chick, and they said they don't want for her to go that route. You know what I'm saying? Because they've been there, made the mistakes. These are the women that are like 50, 60, 70 years old. They talk about that. A lot of them have been in the same position that she's at. And the thing is, when they call in, I don't know them. They don't know me. So they're comfortable sharing them testimony. So what you're saying, you're right. There are a lot of women who are out there who are doing that. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the women in here have come out and said, look, I haven't always been innocent. So what you're saying is not wrong. You know what I'm saying? At all.
Yeah.
Because that's something that, we talked about on here. And there's some women, because I said, well, what you think? What about you? This is when I first started doing lives, because they'll tell you Hood Champion was 100% like what? Papoose supposed to be lonely? He's separated. He ain't divorced, but he's separated. Remy's doing her thing. He can't do his. That ain't fair, ladies. But boy, they went in my ass about that. I'll tell you that, boy. I almost had to get the hell up off this off the line, but they're about to skin my ass, man. I said, God damn. Because it was me against them, But I started to listen to them. I said, well, let me listen to the women. And then I did some research. I was like, what happens if there's a person or a celebrity who is single but dating a married person? What happens? And give me examples. And I did a whole video on it. And man, they started talking about endorsement deals, sponsorships, how they frown upon that. They don't want you being the face of their company, knowing you're in this like this questionable relationship. And it broke that shit down. And I was like, whoa, I said, I could go with that now. And why it's not a good look for her to be with him. Because she's the superstar, Clarissa. And she's with a guy, although, yeah, they're separated. He's separated. If they want to be together, you can't come out in the public with that. And that's what a lot of the women were saying too. You don't come out in the public. I think even Remy said that. Don't go out in the public with it. Because when you go public, it's all bad. And that's what's happened. It went public and the shit went viral and it ain't slowed down yet. But yeah.
So when the man go public, is it a bad thing too?
Yeah. Yeah, of course. When I did that research, that video, it talked about
anybody, right? I got you.
It talked about the men too. Yeah, that hurts. Yeah. Because you look at Clarissa, right? We always talk about sponsorship deals. Where's it at? It ain't never gonna come to her. Even if she had a great attitude, because of the relationship, because they're supposed to be the face of that company, an extension of that company. That you want people to look at them and want to inspire to be like them. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about that situation, what company think women are going to want to look at her and want to be like her when she's with a married man?
No,
just like
nobody,
if it was me as a man, what men out there, young men, are going to look at me and want to be like Hood Champion, and he's married with a woman or single but dating a woman who's married but separated? They're going to be like, clean that shit up, and then we can work with you. You know what I'm saying? And that's I looked at about 10 different articles on that. Did research, and then I put together a video. And I'm like, now I understand. Some women, they just ain't trying to hear it. Oh, home record.
Hey, Hood.
Yeah.
Hood. I'm be real with you. Like, I see what you're saying, and I'm not saying Papoose is right. I'm not saying Remy is right. I'm not saying Clarissa is right. I'm not saying Easy is right. Everybody's wrong, especially when you're married. But I'm going to tell you one thing. Remember what I just said. But I'm going to tell you one thing. And I know you can agree with this, or you may disagree with this, but a lot of these women out here that get on the show, or not even get on the show, a lot of them, they are freaky, man.
Why you say
they freaky, man? They freaky. They freaky.
You done had your couple. You done had your couple married women.
Man, they freaky, man.
You done had your couple married women.
Huh?
You done had some married women, man. That's why you're saying that.
Man, you know what? Yeah, I had some married women before. I had some married women before. I had some married women before. And a lot of these women, they very freaky. They just want to get piped down.
Yeah, that's what's cool about having some of the guys call in respectfully, but giving your perspective, because ladies, it's coming from a man. So, that's you got me rolling over here, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you called in, but that is true. I'll tell you what, I have a friend. Now the ladies in here, I ain't saying it applies to them, but I have a friend, and I'm 51, she's like 53. She won't get married. And she say, I stay single, and when I want a guy, I call him, and she prefers married men. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, why? She like, because when I want them, they come. But other than that, stay the hell away from me. Only when I want you. But they can't demand nothing from me. And I know several women who move like that. And I'm like, so y'all rather mess with a married man? They're like, yep. Only when I need you, they come and they gotta go. And you can't ask me nothing. They can't tell me nothing. If I'm out with another man, they can't say nothing. I'm like, that shit seems dangerous to me. But I know a couple like that. That's crazy.
It is, man. But they just want to get piped down, man. They want to get piped down. They know it deep down inside.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
I'm gone.
Yeah, you done stirred up some shit now.
I'm gone. I'm listening. I'm in the chat.
All right. Yeah, so he done called and stirred up some shit, man. What the lady saying here? It wasn't worth the chaos. Yeah, he said that they're freaky because he be out there doing the same shit. Yeah, man. You know, man. Everybody, like, look, man. People want to get the freaky deaky going, man. Get the freaky deaky going. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying. Yeah, it's dangerous. I ain't trying to tell nobody what to do or not to do. You know what I'm saying? That shit got me cracking up, boy. She said, do he know these women? You just talking, but they are. Hey, look, I know all the women in here. All good women. All good women. I know that for a fact. But there are some out here, man, and I'm sure y'all know them too. They don't care. You know what I'm saying? They don't care. You know. Oh, speaking of that, is that true that there's something leaked about Puff Daddy and some guy and a woman, 50 Cent's mom, 50 Cent's baby's the child's mother or something? Somebody sent something to me they were like, hey, you need to look. I haven't looked into it. I'm like, what? So I'm like, I don't be into all that. But the Puff Daddy trial, it's over. So is he being released? Like, I don't understand what they're talking about. Talking about something about Puff Daddy and 50 Cent. I'm like, what are they talking about? 50 Cent doing the documentary now? Is that what it is? He's doing a part 2? Because I don't know what the hell. Remember, I ain't been on the internet. But that's something they were talking about 50 Cent, the child's mother that 50 Cent has a child with, the mother, and something about a documentary. I'm like, is there a part 2? See, I don't be looking at that shit. So I'm just, I don't know what they meant. So they're like, yo, there's supposed to be a documentary or something. But I ain't look into it. I just came here, got on the live after I did a video. Is whatever. It says, I'm a freak, but not to a married man. All natural said, hell yeah, I'm a freak, but not to a married man. Ain't nothing wrong with getting a little freaky deaky and shit. It says, yes, apparently the freak out video is going around on Twitter. It's something wrong with him. Okay, so there's a freak off video. Oh yeah, well I tell you what, I ain't surprised at that there's something circulating out there. Not at all, man. If they had hours and hours of footage like this, why would he record that shit anyway? But you know it's just a matter of time before something leaks. You know what I'm saying? You knew that. And you know this good woman over here, I think I am. Chocolate Hines. With a name like Choco Lick. Oh, man. All right, Choco Lick. Oh, y'all got me laughing in here right now. You know what I'm saying? So I guess we do got some freaks over here. Okay. Freak, a girl, a freak of the week. Bump into a girl by the name of Onika. Yeah, all right. A bunch of Onikas up in here. Yeah, hit that like button, man. Y'all got me cracking up over here. Anyway, man, 929-839-0679. You know what I mean? Go ahead and call him, man. He got me cracking up over here. Daphne Joy. Daphne Joy. That's the name? Oh, okay. So they really got a video going on. That's crazy. And so it just make you wonder. So you got Epstein with all these Epstein files and all this shit. And I saw some of that stuff. It's all on Twitter. And I'll click and see it and click off and I block it. But with, be safe for real. But with Diddy, I'm just wondering what else is going to come out on this guy. You know what I'm saying? What else is going to come out on him? Like, who want to have a damn tape put out there to the world? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just intimate moment, private moment. Who wants that crap put out there to the world? You know, I don't, that's all bad. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how player you are. Who want that shit? See you walk around, especially if you got on your socks and you're butt naked with socks and a gold chain and shit. Who want to be seen like that? You know what I mean? That shit is crazy. She said, "Stop." Yeah, Chad. I'm just being real with you, man. You know who want to be seen with that shit? You know what I'm saying? Puff Daddy out there got a damn sex tape. You got to be well. It sounded like he had a bunch of. Yeah, internet ain't no joke, boy. That's what 50 Cent. I didn't understand what the hell they were talking about. I'm like, man, I thought they were talking about some boxing or something. You know, you know me. Somebody sent me something. I'm thinking it's boxing related. I didn't know what the hell they were talking about. Okay, so yeah, they're leaking. Well, I ain't surprised with his Blue says hello. From what I hear, Diddy wouldn't have wanted his video out. She said he has 3 stars. Oh, 3. Oh, that's crazy. What up, Love Flock? Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, I haven't. I just don't. I'm sure there'll be something on goddamn Twitter that'll pop up that I don't want to see. That is crazy. That shit's circulating, man. Yeah, said he wouldn't want to have it out. So that's got to be embarrassing to him, man. Yeah, that's wild, man. You got kids and stuff like that. See, this is the thing, man. You got kids, you got daughters, man, and you running around here and this stuff is going out on you. Man, I feel bad for these people. That's why people got to think about the decisions they making. How is children going to be affected? You know what I'm saying? Sons, daughters. It's crazy, crazy. Lady London said, what I missed. Well, we've been out here talking about a whole bunch, man, but now we're talking about this whole thing. Sound like Diddy got a video out now. Yeah, that's real unfortunate, man. You know, I hate that. I hate that for anybody, man. You got children, you know. Because whatever's out there is going to be out there forever. Once that shit gets lost out there on the internet, for the rest of his life, that shit's going to be out there. I told y'all the Twitter has never been safe. Yeah, that shit's the most toxic place on the internet, boy. That damn Twitter, the worst. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Yeah. You go to Twitter, you don't know what you're going to see. That's why I be blocking shit left and right. I like, man, what is this? Now I don't go on it. So I used to, I had a bunch of people follow me on it. Now I'm down to like 97. I don't even care. But if y'all want to, follow me on Twitter, cool, because I do go on there. But I just go on there just, see what's going on with boxing. But I ain't tripping. But I just know there's some, I don't know how they allow you to put all that bullshit on there. But it is what it is, man. It says women be collateral. They don't think when they're angry. Yeah. I'm glad I grew up in the era of if walls could talk. Oh yeah, for sure, man, for sure. Says I'm not even on Twitter. Oh yeah, Blue Jay, you ain't missing nothing. You ain't missing nothing. Don't go on Twitter. What y'all stick to what? What y'all got? Instagram? Stick to goddamn Instagram and YouTube. Don't go on Twitter. Don't go on it. It's horrible. Yeah, because I shut down my Twitter as soon as it turned to X. I hear that. I hear that, Erica. Now I got my Twitter, man. I need to probably spend more time on Instagram. I'm just not on there, man. I go to Twitter and read up on stuff, but it seems like Instagram is where all the action is. I don't have any interest in going over there. I could post stuff on there. I don't have enough time in the day. I don't have enough time in the day. So it is what it is, man. That's wild. So I guess now we got tomorrow to sit here and try to have a discussion about burner accounts but you know what I think? When you got someone like Clarissa Shields and Papoose, right? She posts so much stuff about her and what she has going on. She should start streaming like Adrian Broner and Dean the Great. If Clarissa started streaming, Clarissa would make millions and millions and millions of dollars. She should hire someone, a cameraman, instead of spending $90,000 on bullshit jewelry. She should go and hire a cameraman and get hooked up with this streaming thing like Adrian Broner's doing. Clarissa would make gazillions of dollars. Imagine if Clarissa was doing that live streaming stuff for the last 6 months. The amount of money she would have made. The amount of money she would have made. I tell you, Clarissa would probably have made $10 million already. I ain't lying, because everybody watching her. Everyone's watching her. And people would tune in. She don't have to be doing nothing. They would tune in. Clarissa is missing an opportunity because this wave right here, she ain't riding it properly. She got to figure out how to ride this goddamn wave. But the way she's doing it is all wrong. She need to start one of them kick accounts, whatever that shit's called that they stream on. She need to start that. She took some awesome pictures in Aruba. Well, Aruba's nice, man. Aruba's nice. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the water's nice out there. You know, it says, I'm surprised she's not on Bigo. Yeah, I don't even know what BIGO is, you know. But it must be a streaming platform. Maybe she should think of boxing broadcasting or something. Nah, man, I don't know. Boxing broadcasting, I don't know how that would go. Maybe. It says she was on YouTube Live. I cut it off the other day. I cut it off. Yeah. So why is she making things private now? I heard somebody was talking about that she's making a lot of these things private. Maybe because of the amount of people trolling her in there. Yeah, but hey, if you can't take the heat, stay out the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? It says a year ago, amazing idea. Now, not so sure. She's starting to phase out. As soon as another big story person comes through, they're done. Interesting. I think if she started streaming, I think she knows how to keep people engaged and talking. There are a lot of people, man, who will watch her. There are a lot of people. Especially because people want content, man. You know how many people in the last 8 months started a YouTube channel and making money? Just talking about Clarissa Shields. These people don't talk about nothing else but Clarissa Shields. Nothing. And they're making money. So whatever she does, people will keep talking about it, you know. It says, yeah, she should have kept it positive. I don't watch her lives. I catch up on YouTube. Yeah, I don't watch the lives either. I'll see something pop up on Twitter or something, and I'll be like, what is this? And I'll be like, oh, she did another live, because people chop it up, man. Alicia's pics from Miami were beautiful. Yeah, Miami's nice. I like Miami, man. My uncle lives in Opelika. So I lived in Florida for 6 years, and I used to drive down, hit the turnpike and hit down to Opelika with my cousins. My cousins half Trini, half Dominican, so we'd be down there, man. Shit. We just used to be down there. Says, I'm not watching and stop giving her ideas. She's dumb. Nah, I was thinking about it, man. You know, I'm like, yo, but mine wouldn't be about this boxing shit. I'd probably do mine from like the perspective like of a day in the life of a retired veteran or something like that. You just never know who will tune in, man. That may be another way to make some easy money. Maybe just show me going to the gym, boxing in the morning, then kind of what my day entails. But I would do it when my sons go back in school. I wouldn't do it with my sons. I wouldn't put my kids on there and shit. But yeah, and I would attract a different audience. So I may do it. See me in here cooking food and shit. I may, but I don't know. It's a lot to think about. But whenever she goes live, I can't stay the whole time. I just wait for the content creators to give you a wrap up, huh? She's not gonna go through the law. She's gonna go through the law. I hear that. Her face hurts my eyes. But y'all, man, y'all give her the business, man. She and Pap, they're done. They've done so much. People are truly getting sick of them. A Good Idea versus Zeus would have been better to start streaming and making their streamer money now, not a year from now. You know, I agree. I think they missed a huge opportunity. in the last 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, a year, they could have easily made damn near like 15 million. They could have made so much money, man. It's the opportunity may still be there, you know. But then again, she's not friends with Adrian Broner, I don't think. So I don't know what connection she has that can get her started, but that's what happens when you burn bridges. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the content creators definitely watching screen record. Hell yeah. I don't, they got people I didn't realize people did that shit, screen record stuff. I've seen a couple of things from some of my lives get screen recorded. I'm like, I mean, what you think that's going to do for you? You know what I'm saying? So my family's in Homestead. Oh, in Key Largo. Okay, love it there, but hot and humid. I hear that, Danny. Yeah, I saw Alicia getting ready for a photo shoot, so I'm glad. I guess that's why Clarissa did one as well. Yeah, I didn't see what Alicia did, man, but yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, this thing, this competition shit, I just don't understand it. I'm being honest with you. I just don't get it, man. Say he would have had to live together for Zeus. Yeah, it says she wanted too much money or something. Anyway, I don't know what happened, but it is what it is. Anyway, man, I've been out here for a minute. 2 hours, about 2 hours. I think I want to do a couple of videos and always watermark your content. Yeah, I agree with you. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do a couple of videos, man, and go. I gotta get up at 8:30 tomorrow. Well, I gotta be up at 7. I gotta be at the gym for 8:30. You know what I'm saying? But before I go, there's somebody trying to call in. But if you want to call in, I'll take another call if somebody wants to call in. So I'll give it like a couple minutes. If somebody want to call in, I'll take another call. If not, I'm gonna go ahead and bounce, man. But I don't mind taking another call. There are a couple of people who called in. They ain't called back, but I ain't calling nobody back. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to call in, go ahead. But yeah, it says they can keep that crap to themselves. I don't want to hear nothing about. Oh yeah, oh yeah. That's crazy, man. That he has all that crap going on. It really is. It really is, man. I could sit here and laugh at all that. I don't know what exactly it is. I mean, you guys will tell me what it is, but if it's something humiliating or embarrassing, then I feel bad for him, because he got kids, you know what I'm saying? And the kids got it, they're gonna see it. You know how cold the internet can be? There was you remember years ago when they had some contractors over there in the Middle East, they got caught by Al Qaeda and they decapitated them. You know what I'm saying? One of the guys who got caught and they cut his head off. People were taking those videos and masking them as something else and sending it to his wife and his children. Isn't that awful? So that just lets you know how these people can be. You know what I'm saying? They were sending those the footage to his family members and to his wife and to his children. And I'm like, what would compel somebody to do some shit like that? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you remember that? Yeah. Well, I'm like, what? Why? You know what I'm saying? Would you send that? So it's just like now with this thing with Diddy going around. I think he for sure is going to probably run into some issues where the internet being the internet and how so many people despise him now to where they're going to be, sending stuff to his children, and it's got to suck. You know what I'm saying? It just has to suck. It's crazy to me. Evil, yeah, evil, man. It's crazy. I feel sorry for his kids, I ain't gonna lie. Wherever they go. So this is a good example, right, of what we're talking about. Why somebody wouldn't invest in someone who's full of drama. Because if you want someone to come in and these sponsor deals and stuff like that, you're an extension of their brand, right? So they want someone who's positive, who's liked, who's inspirational. His children are an extension of him. No matter how good they are, how great they are, what they do in life, they're now attached. They're attached to their father. So they got to carry some of that wherever they go the rest of their lives. And that saddens me, but you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The sons know, but the daughters are the ones that will be hurt. Probably. Yeah. Yeah. I think so. I think that, yeah. It's just, see, most people don't think about that. I think about that shit because it's bad. To give some hope to the younger masses. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a sad situation. But you know what? He was out here making some poor choices, man. You know what I'm saying? But why would you record all that? That's my thing. Why record all that? Everybody want to record everything. When you know, when you're young, maybe you do some stupid shit. But when you're in a position like him, man, recording all that, it's crazy. Crazy. All that footage in the courtroom, there were people watching all this shit in the courtroom. I mean, that's got to be embarrassing. Says sick. Yeah, yeah. It creates generational curses and wounds. Yeah. So I'm glad you said that, Blue Jay. Not just his kids, his grandkids, his great grand, anybody who shares that bloodline. Could you imagine we'll be in the year, it'll be the year 3000 if Earth doesn't just, evaporate. They'll be talking. Yeah, your great grandfather was that music mogul Puff Daddy. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's something that people can't escape. Yeah, it's bad, man. Believing he's above the law. Yeah. Yeah, he definitely took it to the stupid. I just don't understand some of these people in the thought process, But whatever. Best of luck to him and his family, especially them kids. That's who I'm worried about, them kids, man. Says, God sees us all, then my children, the husband, and church family be my first thought. Keep me from foolishness, yeah. Yeah, you got to be careful, man. Don't get me wrong, man. We all human. Yeah, generationally, yeah. We all human. We all make mistakes. We may do and say certain things at times where we're like, I could have handled that better. But when you come out here with the shit he was doing, I ain't never heard of no shit like that, man. That's crazy. But anyway, him, R. Kelly, they be taking him down, boy. At least he ain't had no pudding pops. I ain't seen none of the. I don't know how many it takes, but at least ain't had no pudding pops out there. You know what I'm saying? If he would have been on there with some pudding pops, it'd be all bad. What's up, Kelly?
I've been trying to get to somebody. This girl is cuckoo for real.
What happened?
She don't know no better. She gonna learn the hard way though. I was gonna try to hit her on her little shit, but so I could give her some real deal, because ain't nobody even looking out for the lady, but she gonna burn her own ass. She's digging a hole for herself, and she gonna learn through this relationship. He gonna bust her chest, and then she gonna bust her own chest. She got hit rock bottom before she wake up.
Right. Can you mute your TV?
Huh?
Can you mute your TV? You got something playing loud in the background.
Let me turn it down. Where is my remote? I just walked through my house trying to get to somebody before I left. Wait, let me turn it down right now. Okay.
Mute it, because I can hear you loud. I can hear that TV.
Okay, it's down. You can still hear it?
Yeah, just mute it if you don't mind.
Yeah, I put it on mute.
Okay, yeah. Okay. So what would you tell her?
I would tell her, listen, because I'm in 323. I'll let you everybody. I give it to them uncut. They always calling me crying. They want to talk a big one, and I got a certain one, Tutu, all the time. Think she hit struck gold. Now I'm turning around and here she is crying. She hate when I tell her real. Listen, you got to kick back deep. Maybe this your first love. I get it. Yeah, that's really gonna be a run for your money. And at the end of the day, you are clowning yourself. Why don't you look at all the little platforms you make your comments on, and then see what you sit around? You can listen to yourself lie because you didn't got caught on so many lies. I'm just giving you some heads up on what you making yourself look like while you thinking somebody hating on you and you got this money. You ain't got no money. You going broke.
You think she going broke?
Yeah, she going broke. If she don't get no another fight, and the way she acting, the way she carrying herself, she trying to be hard. You ain't no gangster. You just from the bottoms. Okay, now you building yourself up, but you taking yourself down. And you thinking this man is making you look good. He ain't gonna never divorce his wife. Get over it. I know you ain't gonna like what I'm saying, but it is what it is. He's not gonna marry you. He don't want no baby by you. You got to find somebody else, but have fun if that's what you're doing. But don't sink in because you're drowning yourself. Take you what to tell the way the nigga looking at you. You big, you act like a man, you act like you hard, you act like a whoop man. Ain't no man gonna wanna be with a woman that think they can whoop me, whoop a man. You gotta have some you gotta have some feminine about yourself. You don't even know how to dress. You did the whole rodeo the wrong way.
So tell her, cause she listens. Tell her how to be a lady, cause I know you know.
Yeah, exactly my point. But I got to go through all that just to tell her, bring it down a notch. When you in that ring, okay, then you go hard in the paint. Like outside that ring, break it down. You bragging about all this you have. Your house, you got tennis shoes on the floor when you got a closet. You don't clean up. Don't no man want no trifling ass bra. You can't cook. I mean, so what you sit up here lying, talking about he paid this, he paid that. When you ask for some money, what do you say? Excuse me? Come on, man, you're clowning yourself on national TV and you ain't even seeing that? You couldn't possibly be that dumb. I've been wanting to say that to her for so long. I just relaxed. I just listened to her, just go on and go on. I'm like, and everybody is saying all on the platform, everybody saying she don't have no friends. I'll give it to her. Like, for real. You ain't got to like me. I'm just telling you. One day, you might be thinking I'm talking out the side of my neck. Boo, I'm 67 years old, and I ain't been through no rodeo like you, and I done been out here. I'm good. You know, everybody got their little feelings hurt, this, that, and the third. But now they run around saying you're stinking. You know what I'm saying? You got, I get it. If you need some lessons or somebody that you didn't have, did nobody give you that? Okay, I'll give you that. But, let me give you some pointers on this shit,
Mm-hmm. So
you just, you got something going on and you finna tear down because you sitting up here thinking that you're better than everybody. You don't look better than her. You hating on light-skinned girls. Then you hating on dark-skinned girls. Then you saying you got long hair. You're bald. You ain't got no hair. You're wearing cheap shit. And you fronting. And you trying to front in front of this dude because when that money gone, he gone. Please believe it.
So let me ask you a question. And so when Clarissa's out here putting on the makeup and dressing,
I give it to her. She looks and she kind of close to Remy. I ain't gonna lie. When she got her makeup professionally, she kind of close. That's why she probably following her because she do. But that makeup that's gonna tear her skin down. She 30 years old. And you see how she tried to do it herself. Girl, you need to go back to school. After you get you some money, go back to school. You need a whole lot of lessons in a whole lot of situations. You need to pick up a book.
So
because you don't even know how to hold a decent conversation. And why is he throwing the boy out there? Oh, Papa will beat it. Why are you tripping on that boy 50? That man got money, long bread. Why you thinking he bankrupt or broke? You the one broke. If he had $8 million, he'll feel like he broke. That's how much money he got. You got deals. You just found you can't even get no endorsements or none of that because you sitting up here messing around with a married man and you think it's all good. My man, you know how long you been clowning yourself? And then you're really gonna feel like shit at the end of the day if you don't get no some more millions. He gonna be just as good as out. As soon as the next bitch come along, she might be light skinned, it might go back to the white. But I doubt it because she could get him right now. You'll be sick. If she tell that man to come on right now, he come and go drop you like a hot pancake.
But you don't.
All I did for you, you did it to your motherfucking self.
Right.
You're
really
putting yourself out there like a big old trick. It's good. It's okay to be nice and do little different shit, but you going way out the way, and he ain't got nothing for you but a pack of lies or a pack of pimp talk or what the fuck ever, and he clowning your shit. You gonna buy shit. You clowning yourself. You gonna buy gifts and saying he did it, but he ain't bought you that shit. If he did, it's a knockoff. You wouldn't know no better because you don't know what's real or fake if you don't go in that store.
Mm-hmm. You think it's some big pimping?
You got a lot to learn, boo.
You think it's some big pimping stuff going on?
Man, he playing it like a violin, man. And I'm not saying that he don't like her. He's not attracted to her. It's about the bread. You can look at him. He'll never look happy now unless he had somebody out there and he just gonna smile. And you just see he'll be having the same time. Now let's stay out there, you know what I'm saying, getting a little and she popping bottles or some shit. And then she gonna lie and say she don't drink, she don't smoke, she don't do nothing. Every time she be in that kitchen, she need a drink. Oh, but you don't drink. Look how she's clowning herself. Unbelievable. I just want to say she need to go back. If you ever get her on the platform, please, I want to get one. Let me tell you something. I mean, you don't know me from a can of paint, and I'm really saying her. She don't know, but I'm gonna give you some good game. You don't want to listen to your cousin or your sister, whoever that is. I get to you, and it's gonna sink in your head. You're gonna have nightmares behind what I'm telling you, because it's gonna be all the truth. Please believe me. I done did so many of my friends, and not trying to hurt them, but that's just it is what it is. And lo and behold, I need a plaque on my on a desk or something, because I'm telling you, I give them good advice, good for real, And it ain't that I've been through the whole nine. I'm just sharp like that. I see other people. I pick up. You know what I'm saying? I'll stop, look, and listen before I cross the street.
You look both ways, huh? And so,
yeah.
So when you see Clarissa with Papoose, he's separated, but he's married. You got a lot of experience in life. Have you made those mistakes too before, back in the day, dealing with a married man?
No.
Never.
Well, no. Well, that's a lie. I had to break it off. They made me mad, and that was a good thing because we were both liking each other. But I'm not a home wrecker, because how you get them is how you lose them. We were just hanging out, you know what I'm saying, going to work. We didn't do nothing one time, and that was on his birthday. He did a lot. I knew he liked me, but you know what I'm saying, it is what it is, but it ain't happening. You've been with your wife over 10 years, and I'm not finna dip into that. That's too much. I'm not doing it. I got a friend that done it. She done broke. Oh my God. And she ain't even it haven't came back on her yet. But one day it's gonna come. But she been riding that horse for a long time. She ruthless. I mean, she still be with him. Took the girl, husband, left her, and he's still with her. And I know he's tired.
Mm-hmm.
But when she get him, she hold him. She went into. I know, man. Look, that's my dog. But she tried to do what she did. Matter of fact, our whole little crew, so to speak. But if they fuck with you, then I never had them gone, because I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
And we ain't cool.
You had a lot of married guys try to get at you, and you just have to set them straight and say, "Nah, you married. I can't mess with you."
I'm not doing that. I can't do it, because I wouldn't want nobody to do that to me. That's hurtful. I seen parents old school days or whatever. They've been together 40, 50, 60 years. Like my friend, mom just died. And about 2 weeks ago, they just buried her like last week before last. And her dad's funeral was today. And they've been together for over 60 years.
What you think about the importance of a woman knowing how to cook? What would you tell Clarissa Shields about cooking? Have you ever seen what she makes?
You need to go to a culinary school because you ain't gonna hold no man if you can't cook. I wouldn't care if you had the bombest pussy in the world. That's not gonna hold her.
Right. Take more than.
Because when you get ready to come home and looking for a meal, she can't cook. I might well cook my own shit. And they go to work and come home. He got to cook his own food. What are you here for?
Right. So, what's something that you think because I respect the fact that you got a lot of wisdom and you're a straight shooter. What you think is some women that if you got your hands on her and she asks you, she say, "Hey, look, Auntie, what I want to cook for my man. I don't know what to do." How would you start her off in the kitchen? What something you feel at a minimum she needs to be able to do? What meal or couple meals you think she should?
See if she can crack eggs. See if she should cook. If she could boil some water, or if she can season something. She got to learn how to season. That's where it starts. I used to when I learned how to cook chicken. My dad was a chef. He seasoned, but it's all in the season because you can't season your food well, I don't like it. It's fish markets that got good fish. Everybody saying they're good, but when I taste it, I'm like, man, they don't even know what good is. The fuck? I went way out the way, and one of my friends gave us. I went to this fish market up here on Slauson and Crenshaw, and I just tried it because I wanted something different, and I believed her, and actually, it was right. You gotta have that hand. You gotta have a seasoned hand. I used to cook fast on the outside and be inside and be raw. You gotta crawl where you walk, but I got it, and with oh man, I got flavor. Where are you at? And where is this?
Huh?
I can give her some lessons, but she just. I really want. Actually, she's annoying. I want to stop her in her tracks before she blow it, and I'm not. And please believe me, I don't. That's probably why she ain't got no friends because she probably in the back of her mind thinking that they want to fuck you. At the end of the day, that's what I do think.
Insecure.
She's insecure. She insecure light-skinned girls because everybody probably was getting attention like that. That was like that when we was coming up. Niggas wanted yellow girls. They didn't want no dark girl, and I didn't want no yellow dude, but I have two. I didn't want. I like them chocolate. They like them light-skinned pretty girls, but them the ones that burn you, and then the ones that's gonna drop you like I'm packing. Go to the next. Next one got the back.
So do you agree with Clarissa Shields when she's out here saying that she gets a hard time because she says dark skin? She ain't dark. She just brown.
She brown skinned and she got some pretty skin. She just don't know how to care. She just don't know how to be she don't know how to pamper herself. She don't know what to do. She ain't had no lessons. Ain't no mama told her how to do nothing. Probably never told her how to put on a tampon or something before. That's why she probably stink. She has no skills.
Right.
And she sure don't have no she don't have nothing. She needs to serious help. I would give her some of it for free, but if she don't take it, she gonna have to pay. But I really will walk her through it. It probably will be a task, but she needs help because she don't have no friends. And I think Papoose like it the way it is. And you see, she keep trying to copy him, and she want to be Remy so bad. She want to look like her. I have to say when she got on her makeup, she do look cute, but it ain't all about. I ain't with that makeup. I don't what's the makeup. I don't even do eyebrow pencil stuff no more. I used to draw my eyebrows. I don't do none of that because it ends up. You see these women on TV, and when you see them up close, like have and have nots. Candace, she got so much acne. You can see bumps all up under the makeup. That shit just fucks your face off.
Right.
She on a good roll but she's thinking that the makeup. She don't even know how to apply makeup. She don't even know how to clean up her house. She don't know how to cook, and she think that's cool walking through her house and it's all fucked up, drawers all open. What, girl? You don't have nothing. You don't have no. You have
no shame. She don't have no shame. She doesn't. You got your house in disarray, and you're shooting videos. I mean, you gotta at least just stay in one little localized area. Do your videos there.
Sit down, look at run all this shit that she was talking about, and let her shit see where she got caught up at, because she don't believe it. She just go through and say her little shit and go. She don't know she got caught in so many lies. If she go back and see all the lies and see it for herself, she gonna feel stupid already. Then that'll make her drop down. Cause you done made yourself look real dumb and stupid as a box of rocks. And you can't talk. You want to talk about your family, but you can't even help your grandmother or whoever it is with the 7 bands, but you rich. 8 million, you ain't rich. You got a little bag. I can spend that 8 million in a week.
You can spend 8 million in a week?
Yeah.
Okay, if you had 8 million, what are some things you think you would buy in a week?
Well, I would have a rainy day. I have all my guys. Everybody set up, and I have some money where I could just sit down and live. You know what I mean? I ain't finna be out here just fucking off and giving away, but you ain't going to die. You ain't going to have it, but I'm going to enjoy the shit, and I'm going to give churches, you know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, I share the wealth. Right. I'm just not going to, you know what I'm saying, grimy. Everybody want to floss and you see who got the. They still do. That's why I don't fuck with my folks like that, because they still with that shit. I ain't with that shit. And I still, you know what I'm saying, I'm still with it, but I done been there, done that. I'm not trying to. All it's doing is repeating itself. Like all them purses, whatever she go in them stores, and she gonna end up dumping them. Them houses that she bought, ain't put a dime in it. You ain't gonna have no money to fix them up. You're going to have to sell them as is. Just like you bought them, you're going to have to dump them. Watch. She ain't going to see no profit. If that's the case, you should have just bought them and dumped them. Just like that. You don't have enough sense to do that. They just sitting there collecting dust. You call yourself putting people out? I guess she probably couldn't take criticism, but everybody who was around her, they just wanted her money. They stick it up under her. And then the girl came on. I forgot, what's his name? Skinny TV or whatever. She was like, "Why they keep talking down on a black woman like that?" Because she's really not getting it. After this spill is over with, she's gonna really go back when she's looking at that shit and was like, "I look real stupid and dumb." But it's okay. I mean, you 30. Yeah, I barely was fucking at 25. So. And I said, "Careful, man. I ain't no pussy or nothing. That ain't no just. But you know, I'm just saying, you can't throw your. You gotta keep a suspicion. You know, you just come on, man. You doing too much. You threw yourself out there like a sucker, so that's why you get treated like one."
So you didn't have any problem meeting men when you were younger?
No, I skated. I was a skater. I clubbed. I was dance. You know what I'm saying? And no, I didn't have no problem. Still don't have no problem. I'm just burnt out on these motherfuckers ain't trying to do nothing. Want to come eat a meal, cook, but some of them might be about something, but I don't know. You gotta have your own, just like I got my own. You gotta have your own car, I got my own car. You gotta have your own little money. I mean, we can put it together, but it shit ain't the same. I ain't got time for them games, them young kitty cats like this shit she going through. And I'm nice. I just bought my folks a couple of True Religion fits and all that.
You just bought what? You just
You know what I mean? If I seen you and I see something and we became friends or whatever, not to say it like, but you know what I'm saying? I see something, I'll grab it for you and mail it. I was gonna send Sco some Pro Club shirts down there because he got he got his little lineup or whatever. But I bet you after a few washes, they're gonna be crumbling. These Pro Clubs, they're the bomb. They're gonna last, and you're gonna get they really gonna run. You should have top of the line when you got a whole bag full of your clothing line.
Right. So you single now? You got a man you marry? What you doing now?
He went back to Oklahoma. To Louisiana. We was together like 9 years. He lost his dad first, and he lost it. He disappeared. We was two peas in a pot, but he had his little. But he was college. He was a veteran. You know what I'm saying? He's a teacher and a coach. He coaches varsity basketball with him and his dad. Then his dad died. His mom just died about maybe I think it was last year. So he's been trying to come back, but I'm not waiting. Life goes on. It is what it is. I'm not tripping on no man sitting up, you know what I'm saying, up and around me. We move around. I skate, so I can find something to do. But I got shot in like 23. I didn't move. This is the third time I've been here 4 months. They just keep invading my privacy. I don't know what they think. I got a mitt or something. I just got ADT fucking alarm system in here the day before yesterday. I'm like, because they don't want to come fix my balcony doors, slumlords. I said, if I would have knew I was coming into some shit like this, I swear to God, I wouldn't have came. I'm tired of this. It's just grimy. It's just grimy. It's grimy. It's so grimy, it's pathetic.
Right.
I'm sitting here, these same boxes and these is like drawer stuff or kitchen stuff. I haven't even unpacked them because they got work to do. I'm waiting on my bedroom set so I can put stuff in drawer. Oh my God. I'm too old for this type of shit, but ain't nothing gonna stop me. It's gonna be my way or the highway. Simple as that.
Yeah, just listen.
They trying to dump this building. Give me an offer. They trying to offer these people. Offer me 25 bands. I'll be out of here in a moment.
Sounds like you had a whole lot of sex, money, and attempted murder when it come to your life. Why they try to shoot you? Well, they shot you. Why did they shoot you? Who shot you?
No, I don't know. I was in my car leaving Burger King like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I was in the wrong place. I didn't hear no gunshots or nothing. I thought a rock flew through my window or something. I don't know. And I looked. I'm like, damn, what was that? That was weird. It didn't hurt, but it was like weird. I'm like, damn, I felt something upside my head, but I didn't. You know what I'm saying? Then I was laughing at these two people was in Burger King parking lot. It was a little bitty girl, like a small girl, and then it was this big old heavyset broad, like
Jada. It sound like Jada the boxer and Clarissa Shields.
She dropped her. Talking about this, my house. I was dying.
Who got dropped?
And I was trying to leave, and then that's when I got hit upside the head. I'm like, what the fuck was that? So I looked in my mirror. I went to the right. I went to the left, and I went to the right. And I was leaking. I was like, oh my God. I jumped in my car, got the plane. I said, I done gangbang, did all that. And wait till I get 65 years old. 6, because I just turned 67 on the 6th.
67 or 57?
67.
Oh, 67. Okay.
I'll send you a picture, and I don't look a day past 40.
Oh, you still look like a little tenderoni, huh?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You got
too.
Okay, you got body.
You know what I'm saying?
You still got body and everything, or you got a little belly on you?
I got a little stomach. Yeah, I'm still good. I'm still my stomach's finna go. I'm finna get my mouth done.
Your mouth done?
Because when I got shot, they shot me in the jaw, fucked my shit off, and it got caught in between tissues in the back of my head. and I was swole up like I was in ICU for about 2 weeks. And then when the swelling and stuff went down, every time I leave it in there, I said, that's where you're wrong. I skate. If I fall, I'm doomed. So, no, I want it out. So they took it out, and I'm good.
I'm sorry to hear about all that, man. So
Yeah, me too, because I was like, shit. I see blood, I get frantic.
mm-hmm.
Just had to hold me down and take shots and all that shit when we was a kid. You gotta threaten me.
Do you have to undergo plastic surgery to correct the damage that was done from the bullet?
It looks like a dimple right now, but I never had anything in my face. So it kind of bugs me, but it's like your jawbone, like from your ear to your chin.
Mm-hmm.
It's like right beyond my ear. If you don't look close, you really couldn't tell, but I know it's there. I ain't never had a scratch or mark or nothing in my face.
Mm.
My hair grew back. My hair is long, always been long. I'm menopausal, so it'd be kind of. I'm like, when is this gonna go away? But shit, it's some cold shit.
Mm-hmm.
Women, boy, we got it kind of hard, but it is what it is. I'm bowling with it.
I hear that, yo. Back in the day, man, you used to drink 40s.
Huh?
You used to drink 40s back in the day.
Did I drink 40s?
Drink 40s.
Oh, drink 40s. I used to my cousin was drinking the 40s. I was drinking 22s or a can. But I
the deuce. Yeah, now I haven't drank in 16, 17 years, but back in the day, so you talking about the 22, the deuce. What you used to drink? A deuce, a Heineken, OE, St. Ides, what?
Old English.
OE, yeah. St. Ides.
St. Ides, yeah.
Yeah.
Old English. I'll take it. Old English. And smoke me two to the head, and I'm on my way to the skateway.
Yeah, okay. What do you go by? Do you have like a nickname or something you go by when you call in the shows or when you're on people's channels?
Well, I was with Teal Radio till COVID jumped off, but I was Carla with a K then, but my street name was Carla Rap. And okay. That's not meaning a rap. One of my exes, I don't know where he came up with that, but I said, dude, you scarred me with that name. I could scroll when I was on scroll up chat line, whatever. He was like, Carter Rat, are you a rat? I said I had to hurry up. I couldn't even type fast enough. Hold up, swole up. Don't disrespect me. You got the wrong one, boo. Ain't nothing like that. I done been to the penitentiary and all that. I ain't got a tip. I don't do the time, don't do the crime.
Right.
I don't got to settle on that because I'm not going to do nothing to get caught. That was one life, one flight.
Yeah.
I can't be around a bunch of bitches. The police is dirty. I'm on this shit now trying to get that money for the weirdo shit they was doing when I was. I went to prison in 94 to 97 for helping somebody else. They didn't have to do all that. I just went to return the form and I said, I wasn't nowhere. I don't know what they were doing. I just went to go return it. Man, they had her, and then she giving up bunko shit. She ended up going. They said we might well take you too. I was hot. My car was in the parking lot. We was at Nordstrom. Fucking, my work was in there too. I'm like, damn. I said, dude, I seen her. I got lost in the sauce. She been gone to the penitentiary. I had to. I'm like, what's taking me so long to get up out of here? Bad enough, I was worried about my dad. I had to tell him I'm on my way to the. He almost went into cardiac arrest. I'm like, OMG. But it was a playground. But I can't do that. I can't do the jail thing. It wasn't no ongoing thing with me. I think out my whole hustling and never had drug cases or none of that. I just was receiving stolen property or whatever. That was it. But that shit, the prize landed, and I ended up getting. I had the what's them brothers' name? The Hernandez brothers.
Mm-hmm. Okay, the Mendez.
I had that DA. That bitch said, "Oh no, she need to go." I had a state appointed attorney too. She said she need to go to. She need to go to jail. I ain't been to jail in 8 years. What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
And it was only 45 to age 60. Some old bullshit like that. I'm like, damn, but the priors got me. I'm like, hey, I was sick, man. It took forever for that time. This time went so slow. Oh man, that shit is grimy. I'm like, and I see when I got in there, I'm like, oh, this is where y'all at, up in jail. I didn't know I wasn't going to jail long like that shit. If I ain't good what I'm doing, I ain't doing it. I got to get away. I was cold with it, but I knew when to pass the baton. That's what I did know. That was it. I'm cool. I pay for what I want now. Fuck that shit.
Right.
Let the next generation get out. I did that shit for like 5 decades. I'm done.
I hear that, but I'm glad you got it all together now, and you out there chilling, man.
Yeah, man, it's just shit too hard out here to be starting all over. My parents is gone. I got sisters. I'm not doing that. I'm not finna. No. And no. Can't live with nobody. I stay by myself. Tried the roommate thing, all that. That's grimy. I don't like people on my stuff. Leave, come back. You hear my shit? No. Shit come, no. Y'all on the load. Smoking and doing all kinds of shit. Come up missing. Hell no.
Right.
I don't even let people spend the night. If I let somebody spend the night, if they got little tips or whatever, I'm finna be up until it's time for them to get up and go.
Right. So let me ask you a question. You live in a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. You live in a mansion. You live in the hood. Where you live?
I'm in a one bedroom. I was trying to give me another duplex. I don't like buildings. I just left a high-rise building downtown LA. It was cool with the gym, pool, and all that, but they was grimy up in there. The staff, it was a care, and I was there a year. Got up out of there. I just got out of there and came here. Now here I am again with these slumlords letting these old heathens up in the Trison, man. Look. And I'm like, man, am I gonna have to do this again? Well, I got a whole year. I'm gonna stick it out a year because I'm gonna find something. I don't want to be attached to nobody. I know I need parking because I said where I be at my last house I was in 4 years. That's when I left my house for 15 years. Before that I was there my other house for 15 years. I ain't with all this sticking and moving. I ain't running from nothing or whatever. It gotta be right. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Keep it together. Like now, when I go pay my rent in the morning, I'm finna tell them you gotta come take these slide doors out. You gotta let them. They just want. Oh my God, these people. They just grime it. They got this building on the map for $3 million. I said, I don't know who's gonna give it to you. Y'all slum. When I walked through this, it was right. It was right because where I'm at, it's like in Baldwin Hills. They not nice size apartments, real roomy apartments or whatever. Sure. They actually that's about you like it, man. I don't know where you what you looking at me like, but as a kid, I came up with living. My parents I was living in a mansion with a maid, butler, nanny, all that. Until I hit 6, when mom died, it was a wrap. My dad let everything go. We didn't let us go or life go, but we just downsized after that. At 18, I was out. My daddy was old fashioned. Ain't no girls should be outside after 12 o'clock. So the only way I got action at doing that is I was spending the night over my friend's house or I was skating. That's the only way I get to tip in at 1 o'clock. I'm 35 years old. Are you serious? I respect my dad, so I just hang out, stay, you know what I mean, and come back the next day or something.
So you were
But I'm
still
glad I came. I came home. I was at home one day. My dad, I heard him cough because he smoked cigarettes. I heard him cough. You know how you can hear somebody cough like it got to be a cough after that. It just got to be a cough after that. So I'm coming out of sleep and I'm like, oh shit, he came back because he retired and he was doing plumbing or whatever. So he dipped back in. I said, well, it's time for me to get up anyway because I got to get dressed and get up out of here. And he didn't get that cough, so something just made me get up. And he was in the middle of the floor, turning blue, pointing at his back, and he choked off of a peel when I got to socket on his back, and something flew out his mouth, and there was a big old piece of chunky watermelon. He went in that refrigerator and took a chunk up, and it just slid down his throat, and he choked on it. Had I not have been home, oh my God, I don't even want to think about it.
so watermelon almost killed him.
Mm-hmm.
I never heard
Yep.
of that. Okay, but you know, he was okay after that and everything, man.
Oh yeah, he was good.
Yeah.
It was good. I was scared. That's when I was like, I'm coming back home. I gotta go back home. That wasn't true. My brother was gone already. He was married and gone. Yeah, right. My dad died in '99. My aunt beat me for my inheritance. I think my brother, they was all in cahoots. Oh man, this. Yeah, I'm a grown out one. I ain't looking for that, but she turned it 101 next month. I just want to let her know I know what the betting, you ain't got to act out. And it just played out on itself. And when I be on this YouTube, it be giving me confirmation. But I still have it. Every time I try, I think she got a feeling what I want to say because she been dodging.
Who been dodging? Clarissa Shields?
My auntie.
Oh, your
No,
auntie.
my
Your
aunt.
auntie.
They got my dad left me, and I'm pretty sure my brother. She probably gave my brother, but they know I wasn't with them. But yeah, but she touched it. My dad was honorary discharged from the Navy. His funeral, whenever he passed, he had a salute to get the flag, and all that's covered. She go get a policy and bear him down out there. We're out here. We're his kids. I don't care if we're grown or not. Father's Day, I can't go out there and just go to his grave. I asked her, have you been out there and put flowers on his grave or something? They ain't been there since. I wanted to go in, but I love my aunt to death. I would never disrespect her like I would never. My dad ain't never heard me cuss before, let alone smoke a cigarette.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll tell you what, man. I think that's cool that you, even at your age, when you reflect back on your time with your pops, that your dad and he sounded like you had a very challenging life. He's never seen you smoke a cigarette. He never heard you use profanity. And that says a lot because right now, the way that things are going with these kids today, shit, these kids do and say any damn thing.
It's scary.
You have kids? Oh, so
I am pregnant. I had 3 pregnancies within 10 years, I would say, maybe a little more, but I kept getting pregnant in my tube. That shit was killing me. It's over. I'm not doing it. So I got goddaughters, I got nieces now. You know what I'm saying? I think about, but the hell, that shit hurt. I don't do hospitals. Just when I need my yearly shit. That's it.
Oh, okay.
I got my appendix out. I was probably about to die before I got to the hospital, and they rushing me in and saying they couldn't figure out what was going on, and I'm throwing up in the raggedy ass ambulance and all that. My goddaughter panicking, and they came. Oh my God! They gave me a CAT scan, and they got to undrape me with all my take off this, take off that, sign this, sign that. You got to go on emergency surgery. My appendix is about to burst. That was what was that? 20, maybe like 2014, somewhere up in there, 15.
Right.
Couldn't even meet for 30 days. I was cheated, but shit. And they had to turn right back around and go. They had turned back wrestling, what they seen the answer, but I had a hernia in my name. I said, why don't y'all just kill two birds with one stone and get that hernia out of there too? They were like, nope, Dad, some shit or whatever. They wanted to go up in there again. I said, y'all doing too much. No, you're not. No, we're not doing that. And I went to Pacific Alliance Hospital. That's the one of the top notch in Chinatown. And they just treated me. They said, you ain't got to have another surgery or whatever. I was like, yeah, they got me twisted. I was scared of shit like that. You just they don't get it. I'm like, I'm trying to tell you something. My friend, my goddaughter mama, she just died, 2 years ago. She died. She was on dialysis and went all bad or whatever. Then her sister, she had an abscess in her mouth, and her daughter wouldn't take her to the hospital because it was her granddaughter's birthday party. And when she got there, they had to airlift her to Riverside, and her organs started shutting down. That poison got all through her body, and she died. Then her brother just died. He went to take his wife to get some labs, and they called me talking about he was out there. They had him in a tent. He died, had a heart attack. I'm like, damn, ain't nobody left. Ain't nothing damn like. Well, Judy, she the only one left. The only one. I'm like, man, this shit is getting scarce. That's why I'm scared of doctors, but I'm most definitely going to go because I'll kill myself if I think something's going on, but I'll take forever to go do it. I'll go skating first. I said, well, I'm going to go skating first. If it's still hurting, then I'm going to go. I still won't go.
Mm-hmm.
But, so I ain't had no big stitch. I ain't never had I wasn't no roughneck. I mean, I was thugs, a woman thug or whatever, but I wasn't trying to be hard like no, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna go get me a burner though, but I fight still before. I'm not finna shoot, but I live by myself. I'm going to get me a burner as soon as I get a window. I just can't get a window. Every time I get a gap, here comes something else. But I'm going to get me one. Fast and not slow next month. I'm gonna make it my business too, cause I'll feel safer with it right here by me. I keep it back. It ain't that I don't have no private shit in my life. I don't have to. And I gang bang, but we was fighting back in my gang banging days. It wasn't about no shooting, drive-bys, and all that shit. My folks was the start of the Crips, Reverend Washington. Cookie. All them, they was my uncles and my big brothers or whatever. And motherfuckers will tell you to take your ass home. No, at the skate ring, come on, we're finna take you home. Me and Stephanie. Boy, but shit. I'm trying to get back now, but shit, every time this one's too far. I'm going to get blowed and get my roll on. I was gonna go last night. I'm gonna get back, but I'm finna try to pull something off with our local with World on Wheels, but when that one that Nip and one of his little friends, they had opened it back up because World on Wheels shut down for a minute because there was all kind of shit going on. But we've been dealing with that scary since '83. And then it closed down. Then a man, he young, that owns the whole shopping center. I mean, it's a big old midtown shopping center. They used to have a boys, all this extra, everything up in there. The skate ring, the bowling alley, all that. I'm going to try to talk this once I get my life in order of where I'm going to really be or whatever. I'm going to go take I'm going to give him shoot him a presentation on a membership, like a country club type of situation with all my old school folks that we still, skate, but they too far, and you know what I mean, and like a couple oldie nights out of like maybe twice or three times out of a month, and we gonna pay where we gonna, it's all gonna come together. Like we gotta pay dues, we gotta do this, we got, instead of trying to. He probably want to try to sign a motherfucker for, to open it up this time before Nip died. I think he wanted like $50 million. He shot that. He shot at that because he didn't think a motherfucker was gonna do it. He didn't think he just got, instead of him just turning it down, because I opened it up and I closed it. In other words, when they first opened, I was there when they first opened. And when they shut it down, I was there when they shut it down. I did a documentary. I ain't seen it yet. It might be all in New York somewhere, but I haven't seen it. I did a long documentary behind when the World of Will was closing. The parents, they were sick. Because they used to have 12 to 12. I mean, a 7 to 7. Like 7 in the evening to 7 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
But they got to stay in there. There ain't no coming out. When they come out, their parents is walking them out. They got to come in and get them and take them out. So, you know, the parents got a free night. They go do what they got to do. Oh, they were sick. Their parents was out there. They was trying to, that man was done. Because, and what really happened was one of my friends,
I'm gonna jump off of here in about 1 minute. Go ahead and wrap up for me.
Okay, well, actually, at the end of the day, he played too much, and we went to high school together, whatever. Long story short, he played too much, and he played with this girl, and she didn't appreciate it. So I don't know what part of the game he got fresh or whatever, but she went and told the manager, Bert or whatever, and he got with him or whatever, and it was some old bullshit. But at the end of the day, he had his folks. They almost killed Paul. They beat him so bad, and he sued the brakes off of him.
He sued the police?
No, he sued the skate ring.
Oh, the skating ring. You spent a lot of time.
He sued the owner, and that's why they end up saying, "Oh, they had to pay him big."
You spent a lot of time at the skating ring.
Yeah, that's my life. I started from 1972 to 2026.
Okay, that's your thing. Okay.
Yeah, where are you at though? Because me and my folks, she got a little health issue, but we used to travel and go hit different spots out of different towns and shit and get our roll up.
Yeah. Right now I'm out here in Florida, but I'm international, man.
They got a cool little rink.
Yeah. They got a little bit of everything. I'm just moving around. I'm international, baby. You know. I'm all over the place.
And I get it. If you ever come down to LA, hit me up. You DM me. Do my number show up? You might say Whitney, but my name is Gordon. Hit me up. You know what I'm saying? I'll scoop you, take you around town. I know you've been to LA before. Did you ever live here?
Nah, but I've been out there a few times in to LA.
Yeah, it's a little grimy, but I can hit you some spots. You know what I'm saying? I'm international too. I could, you know what I'm saying, hit some corners or whatever if you ever want to slide out here, you know what I'm saying, bend some corners. You know, I got some entertainment in my world where you could, you know what I'm saying, do a podcast, whatever, do it. I mean, I'm still with it. I'm just not trying to. I need my mics all. I got to start all over again. Mics, everything. I was doing it big.
Okay, well, if I'm ever out in LA, yeah, man, I hit you up. You know, we go out there and do something. You know what I mean? Ain't shit.
Yeah, you know, you enjoy yourself or whatever. But hit me up if you want me to come on, because I'm sitting here and I be wanting to say so much. But I really, if you can get this girl, online, if you can get this girl so we can talk, make it happen. I bet I'll make it happen.
Okay. Yeah, I'll come out there and interview you, man. It may have to do an exclusive. You know what I'm saying? You got an interesting story.
Yeah. I got a call. That testimony is not even half of it. But if you can if we can get this girl, you gonna blow up. Let's get this. And if you can, she probably don't like nobody though right now. But if I know you gotta go. But anyway, hit me up if you get a line on her and we can get in. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got my laptop and camera so we could be on face-to-face or whatever, but we could do that live shit how you join in and all that. I
Hey,
want to hit her with it. She can go big, we can go gangster, whatever. I'll be like, I don't want to fight you, but I got somebody who will knock your punk ass out. Not for real.
oh my God.
Not for
Yeah.
real. I'm just kidding. I'm just trying to teach her how to be a motherfucking real down-to-earth woman and don't fuck all your money off on these motherfucking tricks out here. Because you're going to be landing right back where you started from.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you, man. You got to call, next time I'm live, you got to call in, man. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy.
Yeah, no, give me a notification because I was surprised. I just came in my door and I seen the number. And usually when I do this, like the skinny TV man, it was live, but it was Sunday. I'll be trying to get on here like I did right now. I was surprised when I got hooked in. I'm like, wow, okay, we're working something out. But yeah, when I could be a good sponsor up in there with you with these people on the line. I got your back.
Well,
On some real shit. I can break it down.
okay, well, that sounds great, man. I'd appreciate that.
Yeah, for real. I mean, shit, I'm not going to just let wish away. I got to stay active. I'm not trying to be, you know what I'm saying, curl up and start memory losses and all that. I got to stay active.
Yeah, well, I go live between 9 and 10 Central Standard Time. I think that's like 6 and 7 where you're at. So, yeah, just
okay, that's cool.
You subscribe to the you subscribe to the
text me like I'm finna go live. I keep my phone, and I'll be in the house. I don't even be in the streets like that. No, too many people die, man. That's too much. So I'll be right here looking.
Are you subscribed?
I might just flick the shit like I did. I came in and you was on, and I seen the number. I took it down. Whoop.
Are you subscribed to the channel?
Yeah, let me make sure though. I'm sure I am, because that's why you up here.
Okay, but yeah, so
yes, I am.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
I did that a long time ago.
Well,
and this right here say 2 weeks ago. So what's on my TV right now? That's where I got the number from. I just looked. It said 2 weeks ago. It don't even say live.
Yeah,
so I guess I already left up.
Yeah, you did. So see, if I wasn't on, you would have been calling me at 12:30 in the morning and shit. But it's all good. Well, all right, man, we're gonna talk to you.
I'll be up on YouTube. This shit got me going. I'll be like, man, I'll be trying to be on. But yeah, we gonna put it together. Whatever. Just get the time together and hit me up. I got you.
All right, I appreciate it, man. You have a good night. All right.
You too. Have a blessed one.
All right. Bye.
All right.
Yeah.
That's my number in.
All right, I got you.
My number been the same for 28 years. It's not gonna never change.
All right, I got you.
All right. Okay, take it easy.
All right, you too.
Okay, bye.
Blessings, Jess. I gotta take a client grocery shopping early. Yeah, man, that was OG right there, man. Original Granny. I see y'all laughing in here. I thought I was picking up on her. Man, Hood Champion I gotta get my butt off of here. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go boxing in the morning, man. So I'm gonna go in the morning and do my thing. But that being said, y'all laughing, man. Y'all laughing. Just when I'm about to get off, it's always something juicy that pop up, huh? Always something juicy. Anyway, man, y'all keep cool. I'm okay. It says, Hood, she like it. Well, I'm international chocolate lick Hines. You know what I'm saying? She said, keep in touch. Hood, don't let it down. Yeah, y'all got me rolling. 3 minutes at work and 5 months until I retire. I hear that, man. All right. Y'all keep cool, all right? I got to jump off here, man. I got to be up early tomorrow to go work out. It says 67 is the new 49. Yeah, it is. But let me get off here, man, because if not, I won't never shut my mouth. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me, all right? But y'all have a good night. Be positive. Eat something good in the morning. And I'll try to go live tomorrow.